Cruising through the neighborhood, signal strong, chest blowing up. They wanna see where we might go. Just a country kid with Wi-Fi, making every bag roll show. Digital dirt road, we're going live tonight. Got the whole world riding shotgun. Everything's gonna be alright. Digital dirt road, connections running deep. Making memories with my people, even through the screen. Got my magnet on a rope, pulled up treasure from the creek. Live reactions got me laughing, chat's going crazy every week. Old bar on the horizon, history beneath our feet. Every rusty finds a story that the stream helps us complete. Por los caminos rurales, compartiendo mi comida. Costamales y aventuras, esta es mi vida. Con mi familia digital, explorando sin parar. En cada rincón del mundo nos pueden encontrar. Digital dirt road, we're going live tonight. Digital dirt road, we're going live tonight. Sometimes life ain't about the destination, it's about the chat's anticipation. When that magnet hits something heavy and everyone's watching steady. Hold up, let me tell you what we found today. Chat's going wild, what you say? This connection we've made, worth more than any treasure I've saved. Digital dirt road, we're going live tonight. Got the whole world riding shotgun. Everything's gonna be alright. Digital dirt road, connections running deep. Making memories with my people, even though they're through the screen. We're living our dreams.
Superstream server says scene switch to live. Tech guy Brian says how doing.
How doing?
Momo underscore says late and lost.
Late and lost.
Rick0981 says good morning.
Good morning.
Potty Move says this isn't 6 a.m. Mathis underscore 216
Thank you
says good
Thank you
morning.
for being able to tell time.
Mama Firefly says good morning.
Good morning.
The Originate Cat says morning Relic.
Morning.
BabyChump21 says where we going Relic.
You stole.
Stevens underscore 007 says good morning, happy Friday.
Good morning.
Traveler underscore says good mare.
Good morning.
Whisper Girl says good morning.
Morning.
Potty Move says you're welcome. Guile Tidgert 0475 says are we there yet?
No.
Gender Planter says hello super Relic.
Morning.
Potty Move says while someone woke up grumpy.
Your first comment is talking crap.
Plasma Sponges 672 says sponges.
Plasma sponges. Plasma sponges. 142A.
Luch 1981 says hi Pete, hope you're having a good
Luch,
one.
what doing? 142A. 142A.
Plasma Sponges 672 says how the clerk doing.
How the Claren doing? My nose is stopped up. My nose is stopped up. Can't breathe.
Momo underscore says I mean good morning.
Good
Well,
morning.
it's almost 6 in Cali.
Damn, I should have put on my glasses. Oh my God, it's too bright.
Says good morning, Relic.
Good morning. My sunglasses are in my freaking, in my case. Oh my God, it's bright. Wait, bacon. We're deering. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop and get my glasses. I
Iron Soul
can't.
says good morning.
It is bright.
Big Dog X
Holy
says
moly.
morning Rellik.
Morning. Morning.
Plasma Sponges 672 says bright like Stacy's Spots.
Plasma sponges.
Maxino 62 says morning Rellik.
Morning. Good morning. Man, it's bright. Holy moly.
Janet Flander says good morning garlic bread.
Good morning, garlic bread. I didn't think about I was going to be driving east. Holy crap. Maybe if I adjust my hat, it'll block it. $162. Garlic bread.
Stripes and Blue says you're 2 hours late.
You can read a clock. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Everybody could tell time
Big
this
Tom
morning.
says hi at Rellik here to earn a penny of 4.
Thank you. Open up a green tab. The reason is I figured everybody would be asleep so early. So I wanted to give you more time to rest. I wanted to give you more time to rest. You know what I'm saying? I did it for you. See how that works? I did it for you.
Stripes and Blue says I was up at 6:45.
Damn, son.
D0C7 says so you gave me more time to rest, thanks.
Yes, I did. Gave you more time to rest, yes. That's exactly what the process was.
D0C7 says a penny for your thoughts.
Thank you for the penny. Need all the pennies we can get.
Mama Fireplace says thank you, Rellik.
You're
I
welcome.
just woke up not long ago.
Hell
Baby
yeah.
Chen 21 says the bunny that delivered presents with you guys should also start streaming if she isn't already. D0C7 says yes, we have spent tons since Christmas, haven't we? We need tons pennies.
We need all the pennies. Yes. All the pennies. We need all the pennies.
Tech Guy Brian says green penny farming for you over here.
Hell yeah. Penny farming. 162. 162.
D0C7 says what color panties we need.
Pennies.
Plasma
Green.
Sponges 672 says what's the next plan for the hunt? Nicholas Valk says hi at Rellik. Howdy
Nicholas,
hope
what'd
to
you-
know. War Lyric says good morning.
Good morning,
Stripes and
Warlord.
Blue says Sam streams during the weekends.
Holy moly. That is bright. Woo! That's bright. I tell you what, that's bright. Exit 33. Exit 33.
Fly from Nilbog says Rellik am going to need that TPS report by 10 a.m.
Okay, no problem. Fly from Millbog. I'll get on that. I'll get right on that. This my all you ain't no holler back girl. Ain't no holler back girl. Exit 33. I thought I heard exit 33.
Plasma Sponges 672
Plasma.
says waiting for the wagon.
S.
Waiting for the
Oh
wagon.
Lord, the wagon.
Baby Chen 21 says how's the candy van doing? I see you're in a different car.
Yes, it's doing good. Although I think the way I've been sleeping in this hotel, I wish I would have brought the van. Now at least I would have slept good. It's got my own pillows, my own mattress. I know it's comfortable. I forgot to take my freaking pillow up with me last night, so I was stuck with the same pillows. And then
Stripes and Blue says I tried to post that clip to Livestream fails, but they kept deleting it because I was new. LOL.
wow, what a bunch of a bunch of somethings. Exit 32. You have to send it to.
Buzz Bunches 672 says, "How dare you forget Stacy LOL."
Oh Lord. You have to send it to Solid Sounds. He can post it.
Mathis_216 says, "What happened to the van?"
Nothing. I just didn't feel like driving it and dealing with the New Year's Eve folks in it. Is this my freaking? What's it? No, I took the wrong exit. Good freaking Lord! Oh no, wait a minute. Did I not take the wrong exit? Oh, I took the right exit. GPS is confusing.
Floyd's Fork says 60 degrees and sunny morning in Texas.
Hell yeah.
Can't beat it. Travel 3R says lost.
Not lost. What's going on here?
Strikes and Pooh says, "What a rough exit."
Yeah. These exits are not marked, right? I mean, they're just... And the GPS waits to the last second to tell me.
Floyd's Fork says, "Has the Clark gone full-time streaming?" First
No.
morning stream of 2026.
Morning. Morning.
Traveling 777 says, "I think I'm done eating fried beans. Stay in my stomach too long and I feel like shit the next morning every fucking time."
Refried beans, yeah.
777 says,
Refried beans. My stomach is feeling a little rough today. So last night, not only was the heat not working, I couldn't get the freaking AC to turn off. So it kept the room at 58 degrees the whole time. I turned the freaking thing off and it just kept going. I was like, oh my God, is this room freaking possessing it? Is this room possessing it? What's really going on around here? Garlic bread. That's a weird shaped water tower. Might be a UFO.
Traveling 777 says, "Surprised you didn't ask for a different rinse for that." Roadside Queen says, "GM Rellik
Sleazy Gamer, good morning. Put it on freaking auto drive. That's what I like about this car. Way more comfortable than the van. Even though I would have much rather slept in the van than sleep in that hotel room. I miss the van so much.
Bean77 says, Relic, you thought no one would show up.
Nobody. Nobody. Nobody.
Bean77 says, true. He was using third time. Oh, Bacon says, haven't heard Keith sweat in a bit, lol.
You picked up on that? Only bacon. Man, I got so many freaking copyright strikes yesterday. Unbelievable. I've never seen a list that long in my life. YouTube, like, yeah, just take the video down at this point.
Sleazy Gamer says, how you doing, Relic?
I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing?
Lunacy494 says, copyright strike. Is that what you call what that kid did to you?
Wow,
Samuel
Lunacy.
Jackson says,
Wow.
that's the risk you take when at a theme park.
Yep,
Sleazy
Sam.
Gamer
Yep.
says, enjoying my vacation from work until Monday.
Wow, nice. Monday, Monday, Monday. Monday starts a new year, a new beginning, a new day at work. Know what I mean, Vern?
Fly from Nilbog says, I know what you mean.
Know what I mean? I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about. What's the weather like everywhere? It's hot here again. It's going to be 82 degrees today in Tejas. 82 degrees in January. Mid-February, we start warming up again, so I don't know if we're going to really get any super cold weather this year. It might not even freeze this year in Houston.
Sleazy Gamer says, I got a great job though. Product designer for a weed company.
Oh, nice.
Momo_ says, cold and raining in California.
Wow.
Mathis_216 says, crisp 43 in Ga right now.
43. Damn.
Sleazy Gamer says, 72F on Florida Gulf Coast.
72. Okay.
BioTidrip0475 says, first snare here in Belgium.
Belgium. First snare. What the hell? You getting snare? Freaking snare. What language do you speak in Belgium?
Sparky Toaster says, good morning, Relic.
Good morning.
I hope you slept well on your pillow.
I forgot my pillow, so I slept terrible. I forgot my pillow.
BioTidrip0475 says Dutch.
Dutch. Okay. Dutch.
James says, good morning.
Good morning,
Sleazy
James.
Gamer says you don't remember me, Rellik. I was Sleazy on Twitch for a few years doing art streams.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
Maxino62 says it's 32 and cloudy here.
32.
777 says Belgianese.
Belgianese. Today is going to be a split stream. We're going to do a morning stream.
Says, did we end up doing more than the 2 poop stops yesterday after SeaWorld? LOL.
No.
Momo_ says freaky deaky Dutch.
Momo. Today's going to be a split stream, a morning stream and an afternoon stream. We're going to do a morning stream, then I got stuff I got to get taken care of, and then we're going to do an afternoon stream. I'm talking about.
Fly from Nobom says this driving simulator is so realistic.
Yeah, very good graphics. Very good graphics. I'm trying to time it so that when we stop to get gas, we'll also get some kind of grub. Although I'm not really hungry, so hopefully by the time we get to where we need gas, I'll be hungry.
X31 says so morning driving stream and afternoon driving and eating LOL.
Probably, yes. You got it down.
Teacher0475 says actually we speak Dutch and French here and a small part is German speaking.
Oh, wow. Okay. Lots of languages. At least we got out of the city without hitting any traffic. That's nice. So much easier to get out of San Antonio than it is Houston.
Lunacy494 says didn't you get enough gas from the cheese corn? X41
Yep.
says we also got 2 to 3 inches snow this morning in North Germany.
Damn, 2-3 inches of snow. What the hell? That's crazy. Lots of snow everywhere. So does Germany have winter the same time the U.S. has winter? Do our seasons match? Because I know Australia is opposite of us. When we're in winter, they're in summer. Which I never think of it being cold in Australia. I always think of it being warm. But I assume they get cold, right?
Traveling777 says Germany winter is cold and like Maine and New York.
Damn.
X31 says yeah, West Europe matches with US season for the most I think.
I'm gonna have to get an IRL change on the car after this trip. An IRL change. Sucks. Next weekend I have to work Friday, Saturday. I get a couple of days off, then I gotta work 7 days straight. And that's something. Well, 6 days straight. And that's something. In it, something, in it. 2-3 consecutive streams, Miss Samuel Jackson. can say I took a light duty yesterday, but it definitely was not a light duty. See what I did there?
Miss Samuel Jackson says Hannah.
Definitely should have brought the season pass for freaking SeaWorld. Messed up on that one. Free parking. Unlimited visits. Man.
Crablik 777 says same here. There was a massacre in the bathroom here this morning.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bojangles. I've never eaten out of Bojangles. What do they serve at Bojangles?
Travel 3R says what doing today?
What doing? Driving and working. Driving and working. No breaks for me. No breaks for me. So we've experienced New Year's Eve in Puerto Vallarta, New Orleans, Houston, Galveston, and San Antonio so far. I will say New Orleans was the craziest.
Nick Falk says what no breakfast bacon.
Yes, we will, Nick. But my favorite was probably Puerto Vallarta. Just because it's nice and warm, good vibes, laid back. You know what I'm saying?
Type 2042 says as a chipmunk, I heard. Fly from Nilbog says Nolens.
Nolens. Nolens. Nolens.
Type 2042 says Nola.
No luck. No luck. Nolens. No luck. We got 95 miles till we need gas. Let's see what we come across. 95 millas.
Speed 77 says be cool to go to Mexico for the running of the Chihuahuas.
Running of the Chihuahuas.
1962 says good morning Rellik.
Good morning.
James says looks like a nice beautiful day.
It is. It's going to be hot today. It's going to
Crablik
be the 80s.
777 says there's a place that throws rolls at you. A lot of fun and the food is good. I
Where?
think there's like 3 of them in the Midwest.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like here.
X51 says any beaver nuggets on the next 95 miles.
Probably not. I really rather have
James
something
says I
besides
bounce here all
buckets.
night.
Snare all night. What the hell? Where's my speaker?
Mimi says it feels funny seeing you at this time of the day on a Friday.
On a Friday. On a Friday. We on the damn highway. Getting crazy. Need some biscuits and some gravy. Maybe some sausage bacon. Making no mistake.
X51 says my wolf
Looking for some breakfast.
2 to 3 inches of snow rock.
Make it shake it. Got snare everywhere. Might have snare in your damn underwear.
Cherry Cherry says good
Watching
morning.
everybody stare. Cherry, cherry, good morning, shaking my derriere. What's a damn derriere? I don't know, but there's one right over there. Let's get back to the topic. We're talking about snow in your freaking damn underwear. Now that's a little chilly. That's a little chilly. Some people talk smack, saying little nub is a little willy. Millie, millie, millie,
Jean
vanilly.
says her song.
Millie, 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 vanilly. Sometimes when I rap this early in the morning, my bars are kind of silly. Silly string. Make it bling like a damn diamond ring. We just doing our thing. Good morning, Boots Mom. What doing now? We about to drop a bomb in the turlet. Ate some food and my stomach got spurred. Oh. Houston, why
James
that?
says the Alamo.
The alley move.
X41 says, well, Relic is actually passing cars and trucks for once.
Yep. The alley move.
Type 2042 says there's a cop.
The alley move.
Oops, Mom says you son. Arvivet007 says you've been smoking with Donna Ho.
What the hell? Donna said she had plans this morning. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she's going to another game. But I don't-
Beansbean77 says be cool to go to Mexico for the running of the Chihuahuas.
Running at the
James
Chihuahuas.
says I was trying to give a subject to freestyle with.
Oh. I don't know if they have games this early though. Maybe she's having Sunday brunch. Little bit of Sunday brunch.
Buddy
You know what I'm
says
talking about?
I'm here.
Oh.
There's no game this early, LOL.
I thought you said you had something to do this morning. Potty move. Or did I mishear you yesterday? Potty move.
Homo_ says more like awake and me.
Potty move.
Potty Move says it's Friday, not Sunday, LOL.
Oh,
I was
damn.
going to stream, but
Friday,
since
not
you're on, I'm not. James says
Friday,
I'm
not
not.
Sunday. What the hell?
X41 says Sunday brunch for Donna.
What the hell am I?
Speaking with me
My
again
days
at a
are all
time
messed
and
up.
LMAO.
Why did I just say it
Says
was
yes,
Sunday?
time to wake and make is right.
What the hell?
X41 says bacon.
I guess it feels like a Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
James says, but I'm glad you said that cause I've been thinking it's Sunday too.
What the hell?
Type 2042 says if you can't find anything else, a nice golden corral you can eat.
Golden
Breakfast
Corral.
would be nice.
Uh-huh.
Potty Move says cause you have been streaming the last 2 days.
Oh,
Nicholas Bob says cause it feels like Sunday.
that's why I think it's Sunday. That's right. 'Cause normally
Type
Friday, Saturday,
2042
Sunday.
says you can't wait to go to your other job, can't you? So you wish it was Sunday.
Yeah, can't wait. Just can't wait. I miss the job so much. Miss the job so much.
Cherry Charique says it felt like Sunday yesterday driving home from Louisiana. James says also with college football games yesterday. Normally college plays on Saturday.
Saturday. Auto drive. Roll out. I've had this aching pain in my left rib cage, like my lower left rib cage,
James says put it on auto drive and take a nap.
for about 7 months. I can't figure out what it is. It's like an ache. It's not like a sharp pain.
Fowler__ says 6-7.
It's kind of like an ache.
Type 2042 says crazy how good gas mileage these things get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't put gas. We've been doing a lot of driving. I haven't put any gas since we left Houston.
X41 says dislocated spine.
I don't know. Dislocated spine. I hope not. May have happened when I fell off that damn board at the hunt and hit the other board.
Type 2042 says old age pains. You're almost 90, right? LOL.
Yep, 90.
Potty Move says do you have to fart?
No.
Big Dog X says old age. Beansbean77 says gallbladder or appendix. There's Casey
Is that
says
where your
morning
gallbladder or your appendix is on that side? What can make your gallbladder hurt?
Army.007 says stars are doing decent 50-something points.
Nice.
Eric Casey says, are you not feeling good, Rellik?
I feel okay. I just have
2042 says Workman's come time to file a claim.
I just have an ache, like a lingering ache in my lower left
Potty
rib
Move says,
cage.
sure ask the chat doctors what it is, lol.
They know everything.
Cherry
Potty
Tariq
Move.
says, too much fried food.
Too much
Lucy
fried food.
494
Oh.
says, stones make the gallbladder hurt. Type
Oh.
2042 says, kidney stones are holding your pee too much.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. But when the kidney stone passed, it wouldn't be there for like 7 months. What I'm talking about?
Eric Casey says, Titan, hurry up and get some new glasses already.
Can't they remove your gallbladder? Do you have to have a gallbladder?
Potty Move says, now enough sex. That's why it hurts, lol.
Now enough. What the hell?
Big Dog X says, go do a round of blood work and get a checkup. Cherry Tariq says, left side usually be your small or large intestine. Lunacy
Oh,
494 says, not if it's too big to come out.
small or large
Potty Move says,
intestine?
not.
Not. Small or large intestine. It's crazy how these trees look. over here.
X21 says, not enough rubbing on Stacy.
What the hell? Deep in the heart of Texas. It almost feels like I'm not even driving.
One says, MMMM garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
2042 says, eating too much Korean barbecue.
I gotta have that.
Cherry Tariq says, right side is appendix or gallbladder.
Oh, okay.
James says, it's caused from being celibate.
Celebrate. I'm gonna tell you, y'all. If this is what self-driving is like, man, I need a self-driving car. This is nice.
Cherry Tariq says to hide for kidney stones.
Okay. Having the car steer itself like this.
494 says you are not driving. It's Nikos.
Nikos,
Egypt
yes.
Embarrassing 430 says celebrate.
Celebrate. If this is what a self-driving vehicle is like, I need one. Man, our
Cherry
trips
Tariq says kidney stones are in lower back usually.
would be so nice if I didn't have to drive. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind taking 12, 18-hour drives if I don't have to drive.
77 says you can live without a gallbladder.
You know what I'm saying?
Without a gallbladder, if you need anything grease, you get the squirts badly.
Oh, the
Big
squirts.
Dog X
Okay.
says, what car is this? Arvivid007
It's just a
says,
Kia
I'm
Soul.
not a doctor, but I says you need Rocky Mountain oysters for the cure.
Oh, yeah. Nice, nice. It's not full self-driving. It keeps you in the lane. It brakes. It can't like pass people. You have to do that manually. But if you're on a straight stretch like this,
Big Dog X says Kia Souls have auto steer.
if you're on a stretch like this, it keeps you.
Titan 2042 says you should visit the Tesla factory since it's so close to you.
Do they let you take tours of the Tesla factory? Can you like stream a tour? I'm just saying, like, if full driving Teslas switch lanes and all that stuff, and you can just sit here and chill, man, like that's pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying?
Lunacy 494 says, did you buy the Kia because you thought gerbils came with it?
Yes.
Maximo 62 says, I'm leaving Big TV on, I'll be gone around an hour.
Maximo, thank you so
74
much.
says O'Hara.
Maxine, thank you so much. Beanie, what doing? Damn, Beanie, you up already? What's really going on? What's really going on around here?
Meanie 74 says, what's this I hear that Rellik was actually up and streaming in time, lol.
I was. Thank
Nicholas
you.
Fout says the question is it a test drive or a test sit at a Tesla factory? Cherry Tariq says time for colonoscopy it sounds like. Potty Move says he is at work. Titan 2042
Oh, damn.
says you should contact Elon. Maybe you can get hooked up with some robots at the hunt.
Robots.
Maximo 62 says you welcome. Eric Casey says what are you trying to say? Rellik is one of the gerbils. Arvivid007 says my SUV has the auto steer. I hate the lane beeping before hitting sidewalk walkers before hitting them after drinking.
Yep, yep.
Beanie 74 says you can always call my job and tell them I shouldn't be up yet. Xbooty1
Yes,
says
I'll
my
tell
car
him,
got
man.
lane assist, but you have to be careful in construction zones with multiple markings. Sometimes it wants to follow the wrong marking and I need to steer against that.
Okay.
May 310 says good morning, Rellik.
It's Bay. Good morning. You having a good day? Having a dirty day? Make sure y'all open up a green tab. I greatly appreciate it. And a red tab. Is YouTube working today?
BB74 says thank you. Appreciate it, LOL.
Oh no, it tells me my YouTube is not
I said good
working.
morning and got ignored. James says LOL.
It's telling me my YouTube is not
says
working.
yes so far. Just got to work.
Oh no.
2042 says when I found Kia and Hyundai have the best one for gasoline cars. All the rest of them are kind of junk.
Wow.
Yulit says good morning.
Good morning, Rogaly. Oh no, it's telling me my YouTube is not working. I wonder why.
Armivid007 says your tube not working TMI. Tristan says get a Tesla.
Get a Tesla? I would love a Tesla.
Blazingly and Meth says you are live on YouTube. Each and everything.
I'm live on YouTube? Why is the
working.
TTS not working?
Potty Move says it says you're live.
My app tells me I'm not live. What the hell? I think I would love a Tesla. I'm talking about.
Type 2042 says, is that what you call your junk YouTube?
Huh?
Each and everything 430 says, so you will leave an app but not chat.
I wonder why my YouTube TTS won't connect.
Floyd Sport says I need more coffee this morning.
Huh.
8074 says at work and already cleared the little bit of snow.
Oh yeah, me? That's how you roll? That's how you roll? Get off my butt, please. Good freaking Lord. Damn.
Lunacy 494 says number 2 on recommended already.
Number 2.
Type
Hell yeah.
2042 says I need a reboot.
Number 2. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
There's Casey says let them rear end you, and you can get a new Tesla.
A new Tesla. Get a new Tesla.
Maxino62 says Rellik calls on YouTube and shows your live. There's Casey says at their expense.
Yep. I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
BB74 says your auto signature is part of my retirement plan arrangement with Rellik. Get back to work, Donna, LOL. Potty Move says lurk at him go. He is actually passing people.
Skills. Got them skills. Know what I'm talking about?
Type 2042 says sadly, I even think Tesla's about 10 years or more the way of full self-driving. Even though they have the taxis now, they still have problems in others towns from what I've seen. Potty Move says no it's not. I did not resign. I'm retired from helping him Amy LOL.
What the hell?
Whiskey Pack 44 says morning Rellik in chat.
Good morning, Whiskey Pack. What during? What during?
Armivid007 says I had a bumper sticker before it came off. Free airbag checks for
airbag checks for tailgaters. Dry sausage pizza. What the hell is that? Dry sausage pizza. That does not sound good at all. Can you merv with your BMW? Can you just merv out of my way, please?
Potty Move says I'm a potato.
I'm a
Boris
potato.
9 says, good morning, Rellik, where are you from?
Good morning,
Whiskey
Houston,
Cat
Texas.
44 says, why would anyone want a car that looks like a box?
Lurk at me go, passing people. Y'all should be so proud.
Potty Move says there's a thing you put on your back window when someone honks at you and hisses on them, LOL.
What?
Type 2042 says, would you rather have a wet sausage pizza?
I don't know. Dry sausage pizza just sounds kind of weird. Dry sausage pizza? Why can't you just say sausage pizza?
X21 says you can buy a Tesla if you don't mind 1 hour charging stops instead of 5 minutes of refueling gas.
They have the fast chargers now. You can charge in like 20 minutes.
Potty Move says, yeah, it looks funny. It would either make the person honking mad or laugh, LOL.
What the hell? I'm just talking about like for drives, you know, for trips. Imagine not having to drive. That'd be so nice. I hate driving. I do not like driving.
Cherry Charik says, I love driving.
I don't like driving. Seems like
Jane
that's...
says my sister has one. She says it's great for around town, but she would never take it on another long trip. X21 says,
Really?
yeah, then you have to do more 20-minute stops because it only fills the battery to 70 to 80%. Armyvid007 says 20 minutes what I can do in 5 minutes. If you can find one, no thanks. Type 2042 says, doesn't Tesla have trains everywhere?
I don't know.
Strain 71 says, Scotty, beam me home. Cherry
Scotty.
Charik says that's one reason I like being a merchandiser. Type 2042 says Texas, not Tesla.
Texas. Yeah. I don't know. It depends on where you're going and what you're doing. If you're streaming content and you're just traveling, I don't see it being a big problem. You know what I'm saying?
James says the autopilot is a sub-subscription. I don't know what they charge you for it.
I think it's $100 a month. If I'm not mistaken. Look at me passing people.
Armyvid007 says, are there any good Christmas time movies out this time of year? They usually put out some good ones.
Yeah.
Cherry Charik says, look on AMC. Type 2042
This is
says,
what I
sounds
sing
like
when I'm
you read
passing
up on
people.
this. Maybe you'll get a discount since you have Starlink. X21 says,
I can wear big kid pants too.
Pull-ups, disposable training pants from Huggies. They go on like underwear and protect like a diaper, even overnight.
And I can pull them off and on.
When your child is ready, there's nothing like pull-ups.
Mommy, wow. I'm a big kid now.
There you go.
Armyvid007 says, oh Lord, Rellik, who knew?
Get her
James
done.
says, I'm a big kid now.
Get her done.
Type
Passing cars.
2042 says, LOL.
Passing cars like a big kid. You know what I'm talking about?
Type 2042 says, you needed to pull up last night.
I needed some pull-ups last night. Yeah. I
Cherry
needed some.
Charik says, you needed your pull-ups last night.
Yeah,
LOL.
I needed them last night bad, yes. What the hell?
Strain 71 says, imagine you have some kids sitting behind you asking every 5 minutes, we are already there, we are already there, we are already there.
That's what duct tape's for. I'm talking about. That's why you use duct tape.
Titan 2042 says, are we there yet?
Oh, Lord. Delicious.
Potty Move says, Rellik don't like kids. So that wouldn't happen, haha.
True. I mean, no, it's not that I don't like kids. I don't like the sounds they make. And how they just have snot everywhere and cough and sneeze and, like, just, yeah.
X31 says, I thought duct tape is for ducks.
Don't make it sound like I don't hate kids.
2042 says, I think he fears kids now, at least running ones with swinging arms.
Yeah, exactly. How they freaking punch you for no reason.
Potty Move says, LOL, so you don't like kids.
No, I didn't say I don't like kids.
Kid person, haha. BB74 says, Rellik loves kids when they're not around.
Wow. Wow, okay.
Each and everything 430 says he hates kids. Well,
I didn't say I hate kids.
What doing? Cherry Charik says you don't like little snotty whiny kids.
I just, you know, it seems like they're always freaking coughing on you and sneezing on you and blowing boogers and freaking and crying and crying.
One says clipped and shipped. Rellik
Nope.
hates kids.
I did not say I hate kids.
Titan 2042 says the only man I ever saw was a fight to a kid a quarter his size. Potty Move says that's not me doing that sound. I'm not around the laptop.
Yeah.
It's way over there.
Sure.
LGRL 67 says I like when they go home with someone else.
Yes.
Whiskey Bag 44 says Rellik doesn't like kids, especially when he has to deal with them in chat.
There you
Potty
go.
Move says hating and not liking are two different things. Never said you hated them. Travel 3R says, but you mean that.
What's really going on around here? Why is that truck shifting? Is that a police? Is that a police? They already got somebody pulled over. Man, how fast do you have to drive on this road to get pulled over? The speed limit's already 75.
X31 says, why did this semi just switch lanes for no reason?
Because of the
Cherry
police.
Charik says 100. Bean 77 says, I am fun auntie. I feed the kids candy, then send them back to their parents.
In Texas, you're supposed to
Bamboo
switch
Shoots
lanes.
says you got up earlier to start driving home, then I got up to go to work.
Yep. In Texas, you're
Strain
supposed to switch
71
lanes.
says roaring eat kids XD. No Lack Creation says good morning.
Good
Terrace
morning.
Casey says, wow, those kids that got present from Santa Creepsy just heard you don't like them, and probably
Nope.
threw their gifts against the wall.
Nope. Did not throw their gifts against the wall. Whiskey, whiskey, won't you go away?
Potty
Come
Move
again
says you actually just made
another day.
750 off that crying sound, lol.
Oh, yeah? Nice. Oh, that's a sound? What? Hell yeah. I didn't know it was a sound now.
Doggin' It's DJ says safe travels today. Ferris Casey says yeah they did because you hate them. Bean 77 says yes he made money. Potty Move says it's been a sound for months now.
Oh, really?
Bamboo Shoots K says yep the move over slow down long. If
Potty
emergency
move.
lights are flashing, move one lane over or slow down to 20 miles per hour under the limit. Titan 2042 says did you say meow? Potty Move says yep.
Meow.
Remote 21 says about time Europe did the ghost hold you down.
The ghost?
X21 says imagine Rellik remembering he has sounds for bits on his stream lol.
You got
Ferris
games on your
Casey says I'm
phone?
only kidding Rellik.
Let's see if my freaking mic works today. Or if the salt water completely screwed it up.
Titan 2042 says meow listen here.
I didn't think about the orcas being in salt water whenever I did all this.
Bean 77 says the sounds do not show up on Twitch when I am on the computer.
Huh. That's weird. check, check.
Ramosking 21 says, did update your pass.
Mic check. Check, check.
Strikes of Blue says Mexico had a 6.5 earthquake.
Really?
Ferris Casey says it's working. Bean 77 says we hear you.
Nice.
Tech Guy Brian says much better. Potty Move says why we checking like 4.
Oh, Lord.
Strain 71 says better. Cherry Charik says loud and clear. ERPLGRL 67 says it works. Type 2042 says they oughter work. X41 says the sounds panel is in the channel description. Sometimes I have to reload the tab on my computer if it doesn't load the sounds.
Sounds panel. Sounds panel. A chicken farm over there. Y'all ever been to a chicken farm before? A damn chicken farm, I tell you what.
Doesn't even know how his channel description down there looks like cat.
What the hell?
Type 2042 says so far, you don't sound sick either, so luckily seems like you escaped unscathed from getting wet.
Hopefully, that would be nice. Very nice.
Potty Move says those 11 drops LOL.
Potty Move says 11 drops, really? It was more like a freaking waterfall. Who would have thought a freaking well fin could make so much water?
ERPLGRL 67 says nasty place.
Nasty Maddie, how you doing?
Potty Move says a normal person would know that LOL.
Well, I've never seen that before. And when they said splash, I thought they were gonna like jump up and
X41
land
says
in the
Logan
water.
screamed for his life like a little girl when the water hit him LMA.
I didn't think they would like stick their tail
You know,
and
Rellik, you got love to hate your Dallas colleague for work when they scheduled their day off today after New Year Day. Potty Move says, what do you expect from a 10K pound animal in water LOL?
yep.
Nicholas Valve says, least there was clips of you getting soaked.
Nice. Of course there was clips of that. Delicious. Kevin, how you doing this morning? Clips and more clips.
Potty Move says, well, eat such beautiful creatures. Potty Move says, are.
Yeah, I just was blown away by it. I've never seen anything like that up close. Just cannot believe how much power they have to be able to jump out of the water like that, you know?
Says, did you say clips?
Clips.
ERPLGRL 67 says they have big tails.
You know, and the tank was only 40 feet deep, so, you know, like, they're freaking, it's crazy.
X41 says more blown away than by Stacy.
The fact that you can get an animal that big,
Potty Move says, yeah, that's not very deep at all for them.
the fact that you can get an animal that big to train and do stuff, and it's just
2042 says Clits got it, you said Clits.
so crazy.
Potty Move says they are like 35 to 40 feet long as it is.
Low fuel. I got 44 miles on my fuel. What are you telling me? It seems like the biggest animals seem to be the smartest. Like elephants are very smart. Whales are very smart.
77 says at least an orcha has one blowhole LOL.
You know what I'm saying?
Jay says hi Rellik.
Carolina J, good morning. The largest animals seem to be very smart.
You got luck to hate your Dallas colleague for work when they scheduled their day off today after New Year Day.
Wow.
X41 says
Riffs.
horsepower. Potty Move says, I was wondering who thought, hey, let's capture a killer whale and train it for people, like who was the first person to do it.
I think when they were studying them, they saw how smart they were, you know, like dolphins and stuff. They probably saw how they worked together in a pod to like do all the stuff they do to get food and hunt and play and everything, you know.
There's Casey says, I'm learning people in Dallas. Texas are slow and special.
Dallas, Tejas. Dallas, Tejas.
Momo_, says iPod. Nicholas
Is that
Fox
snow?
says, can you imagine cleaning up after a orca?
Cleaning up after an orca. Yeah.
Lunacy 494 says killer whales are dolphins, not really whales.
Okay. Nice. Very big dolphins. Very large dolphins.
X41 says, yeah, Rellik should be happy the orca didn't have Korean barbecue before the show LMAO.
Mm-hmm. It would have been rough.
Says, yeah, that's probably the snow I blew off the sidewalks here, finally reaching you, LOL. Potty Move says, if you notice a whale's dorsal fins are bent in captivity, but not in the wild.
Why is that? The guy was telling me last night why that is. I don't understand why.
Potty Move says, cause stress.
He was saying it wasn't because of stress. He was saying it was because of something else. He said that's a fake story or whatever. Let's ask ChatGTP, it'll know. Why are killer whales' fins bent when they're in captivity? Why are killer whales' fins bent when they're in captivity?
Killer whales, or orcas, have fins that are often referred to as dorsal fins. The shape and size of these fins can vary depending on their environment and even their age. In captivity, the dorsal fins of male orcas often appear to be bent or collapsed, which is less common in wild populations. This bending is thought to be caused by a combination of factors, like 1. Lack of physical activity. In captivity, orcas have less space to swim and exercise compared to the wild, which can affect the structure of their dorsal fins. 2. Gravity. Without the constant support of the water, the dorsal fin can collapse under gravity, especially if the orca is not as active. 3. Genetics and health. Some orcas might be genetically predisposed to having weaker dorsal fins, and health issues can also contribute to this condition. It's important to note that this phenomenon is not observed in all captive orcas, and there are ongoing discussions about how captivity affects their...
Okay. So it's, they don't swim as much, gravity, and genetics. They don't swim as much, gravity, and genetics. Gravity.
Titan 2042 says, got it, stress. Potty Move says, so basically stress, LOL.
Stress?
As they don't have freedom. Momo_ says, sounds depressing.
It says due to lack of physical activity. You know, kind of how our bodies change when we don't have physical activity.
also hangs down because he doesn't exercise enough.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Eddie the Bone Sanchez says good journey morning.
Good morning, 77. What doing? What doing? I need to find somewhere to get gas. I'm running out in 30 miles. Is there any small towns out here? I want to walk into a small town cafe and be like, who's the sheriff in this town?
Someone beat me to the punch. Eddie the Bone Sanchez says, did we choose a place to eat at?
Nope, I'm about to have to choose because I'm about to run out of gas. So, the next small town it is. The next small town it is. Who's the sheriff in these parts? You're not from around here, are you?
Rellik looks at them like he does cupcakes and Diet Sunkist while he is naked.
What the hell?
80038 says spiked punch. Eddie the Bone Sanchez says, what mile marker we at?
I'm at mile marker.
A whale can travel 100 miles a day. Hard to do that in a small tank.
True, true. They get a lot more exercise in the wild. I'm at mile marker 657. 67. Did y'all catch that they put 67 in the Sea Lion show yesterday? Did y'all catch that? How they threw that in there?
There's Casey says those poor orcas.
I'll tell you one thing, they get fed well. They were munching the whole damn time.
Reek says yes.
They eat really good. What were they feeding them? Fish or squid? I couldn't tell.
2042 says, did you catch how Charlie was terrible at killing time?
Charlie bit me. Yes, he was terrible at killing time. Charlie bit me. That really hurt. Okay, we're about to be in Flatonia. I'm sure there's...
44 says, I wish the 6-7 trend would die a painful
I'm
death.
sure there's a great place to eat.
Hands full of little fishes.
Were they fish or squid? I couldn't tell what the hell they were feeding them.
Romosking 21 says ice and fish.
We're about to be in the wonderful city of...
says 6-7 is so 2025.
We're about to be in the...
One says Rellik dreamed all night of someone throwing him snacks over all day LMA. There's Casey says Rellik was looking at those orcas like a cupcake with naughty thoughts.
What the hell?
Strikes in Blue says now you know to protect yourself when kids coming running at you.
Yep, just wear a cup everywhere I go. We're in the wonderful city of Flatonia. Let's stop at Flatonia and see what they have.
Eddie the Bone Sanchez says Darlin's Diner. Good reviews in Flatonia.
Flatonia, huh? Okay, Darlin's Diner. Oh, Lord. I can already feel the environment we're about to be in, y'all.
Loved it.
Darlin's Diner. Thank you, Stevens. Thank you so much. Oh, Lord. Darlin's Diner in Flatonia, Texas. Sounds good. Sounds like a place where we won't stick out and we'll just blend in with the locals.
Sanchez says delicious breakfast.
Delicious breakfast. Okay. Let's go try it. Darlin's Diner. Is this Flatonia? How do I get to Flatonia? Is there an exit?
Titan 2042 says I'll call the local cops now so they can meet you there.
Thank you.
Ramosking 21 says no clown here, boy.
Darlin's Diner. All right.
Whiskey Pack 44
All right.
says and have the locals stare at you while you eat.
Yep. Flatonia has a subway, y'all. Woo! Man. Ballin'.
Strikes of Blue says they have outside tables. Eddie the Bone Sanchez says exit 661.
661.
42 says I'm sure the sign on the front will say no clowning around.
No
Strikes of
clowning.
Blue says so maybe you can sit outside.
Maybe. Let's see. Let's see what we got at Darlin's Diner.
Eddie the Bone Sanchez says take a right.
I need to stop for some gasolina. Is there a gas station here? I'll fill up first in case I need to leave in a hurry.
Doesn't look that big in the inside. Dial Tidger 0475 says we need to change this emote to Jessica Alert. Ramosking 21 says no green gray. X-Doubts FX says top of the day fella.
Top of the day.
X31 says at the roundabout take the second exit.
Oh, yeah?
Titan 2042 says gasolina.
Oh, wow. Look at that cemetery. That thing looks crazy. What the hell? Lots of cemeteries just out here.
Crazy Fix 1 says relic.
What the hell? Can you just drive into this thing?
Ferris Casey says relic. When thinking of orcas and a naughty thoughts, just think of Stacy instead.
Wow, no fence or
Snicker's
anything.
Dad
Just
says
a
I'm going to
freaking...
start streaming at 6 a.m. says. Titan 2042 says right, where I can see you.
Wow. 1857.
X-Doubts FX
1830.
says hold your breath.
1830. These are some
X-Booty1
old...
says why would you drive onto that? Eddie the Bone Sanchez says let's run out of gas in the cemetery. Each and everything 430 says OMG how cool.
1819. 1837. Man, this is an old cemetery. 1909. 1881. Man, these are 1839.
Snickers Dad says if it gets to 1,776 sale.
1844.
Sanchez says that's the yellow fever era. Lots perished during that time. Peptopliac says let's do a quick seance. Gareth Casey says relic is getting excited thinking of old bones.
1865. 1876, 1880, 1877.
Mama Firefly says have a good stream relic.
Thank you, Mama
I
Firefly.
want to buy a new phone.
Nice. 1885. Wow. This is... Can you imagine? These people lived in the 1800s. Wow. Man, it just blows my mind sometimes when you think about like when these people were living, how much the world has changed since 1819.
X-Doubts FX says have a good stream relic.
What the
I want to
hell?
sell an old phone.
Is that just a freaking grave with dirt on it?
Big Dog X says oh that's nothing. North
That does not look normal, y'all.
1700s.
Is that normal?
Each and everything 430 says, I follow a YouTube channel and he finds old cemeteries out in the middle of nowhere.
That does not look
Eddie the Bone
normal.
Sanchez says that's a fresh buried grave.
Oh,
Nalak Creation says it's fresh. Potty Move says might be a new one. Eddie the Bone Sanchez says the dirt settles over time.
oh,
Big
okay.
Dog X says that's the discount package. Civ3 Rion says somebody wanted a last hug. Nick Falk says yes cause a grave will sink over time. Darren
Oh, okay.
Stacy says you mean how much the world went to hell. Dogman D says yes that's normal. Neensbean77 says that person turned into a zombie and got out. Crazy Fix 1 says yes. That's
Wow.
normal. Dogman D says once it rains a few times, the dirt will settle.
Okay.
Stevens_007 says new grave. Eddie the Bone Sanchez says this is horse and carriage era. Dealing with Indians. Titan 2042 says that's the first grave from the last.
Do we go
that
this way?
showed up in
Is
the
there a
Bible.
gas station over here?
Ferris Casey says they might have one ready for you maybe.
It's crazy that
IRL 67 says just buried someone.
it's crazy that these people lived 200 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
FX says you're a gas station.
19, 19, 20. It's crazy that these people lived 200 years. Can y'all put your brain around that? The people in that cemetery were alive 200 years
Dad
ago.
Says, aren't you going to be late for the 2x4S?
You know what I'm saying? No,
Big
no.
Dog X says just driving down a road in Supplefield Court and houses with 1,760 on them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, The world was so much different, you know, like no technology. I mean, that was even before the Industrial Revolution, right? Yeah, the Industrial Revolution was in the early 1900s.
Trouble with that. Think about how old people are in Europe. China,
You know what I'm saying?
Japan.
Yeah.
Eddie the Bone Sanchez says gas station at the dead end on the left.
At the dead end.
430 says they were like us. Dreams and hopes for the future. X Down South X says the military school I went to was founded 1830.
Wow.
Snickers Dad says that was before cars. D0C7 says crazy. They used wagons to travel what you drove in 1 hour.
Yep. Can you imagine how long it took to travel? And they were like not roads. They were like dirt trails and stuff. Like
James says I think about that kind of stuff too. I get very nostalgic thinking about the past and what life was like.
Okay, is this the place? What is this?
Big Dog X says horse pads.
This is an interesting little town. We'll definitely blend right in here. We'll definitely blend right in. Is this it? Is this Darling's Diner? Darling's Diner has no parking. Wow.
Peptupliac says I find it crazy that from an industrial and construction standpoint they were superior to us. Derevskasey says that's Main Street. Snickers Dad says Rellik living in the 1800s.
Darling's Diner. Let's see what it's all about.
Problems every stream thoughtful.
Oh no.
Blue says it's a shop as well.
Y'all, I don't know where my speaker is.
Says everyone act cool.
What? Oh, there it is.
Sid 3 Rion says anything evident around here. Big Dog X says you won't stand out at all with that streamer baby strapped to your chest. Dog Monkey says 100 years ago, all you did all day was work on the farm growing your food to eat.
I bet that food was very,
James says city slicker in a country town.
I bet that food was very good and very natural. All right, let's see if they'll serve us here or kick us out. No.
It says even with technology, we would struggle to complete what they did 100 years ago. Means 77 says founded. Means 77 says better. Remote 21 says they're about to kick you out. Big Dog X says love small towns like this. X31 says
right.
why is there a cow on that window?
A cow?
Means 77 says farm to table. Strikes of Blue says the owner is young so she might not care. X Down South X says taking bets if the one cop in town is called. Talking_86 says good morning.
All right.
X31 says didn't you want to fill up gas first?
Well, you know.
Says, how long do you think it's going to be before we get that stare from the locals?
What, 30 seconds?
The Bone Sanchez says surely other streamers have been here.
Yeah, surely.
77 says turn down chat please.
Surely they've been here. Yeah, surely.
All the way to Holiday Shop. James says they're gonna be amazed by your Fantasy City Slicker bra.
Mm-hmm.
It says the Hoover Dam was completed in 3 years and we can't even... PRPLGRL 67 says you know the food was good. Titan 2042 says it'll be funny if everybody in there is a streamer.
Alright, get ready to be stared at, y'all. Get ready to be stared at. Oh, there's a police already looking at us. They already told them we were here. This either goes 1 or 2. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're not starting off good. Just dropped y'all in the water and everything broke. Damn it.
Strikes of Blue says we fell. Eddie the Bone Sanchez says wreck. Snickers Dad says we're 3 ways. Dan Vestaby says oh yeah. Strikes of Blue says my mouth. James says oops. Means Bean 77 says chicken dance time. Big Dog X says ouch. Potty Move says while he dropped us. We don't need a bath, sir. Dow Think says our heads and now we're wet too. James says I'm gonna need to file a workman's comp. Lunacy 494 says always treating chat bad. Each in the Barricade 430 says ha 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 ha. Derek Casey says I called and warned him. Goblin says wouldn't be a relic switch if we didn't.
Alright, let's see how this goes. It either goes great or it's really, really bad. Ooh, I like their entryway. It's nice. The stairs are already happening and we haven't even walked in the door yet.
Tech diary and says we're going to get leak out back. iPhone 17 at least. Tap.
Breakfast spread. I'm not sure what to order. It says breakfast spread, lunch spread, and that's all I see. Limited menu? Okay. It looks like... Oh, choose 6 options below. Okay. Bacon, ham, sausage, biscuits. Bacon, ham, sausage, biscuits. Choose 6 options below. I don't know how to do this. I don't see breakfast, y'all. Breakfast, lunch. I don't see any breakfast. How you doing? Is breakfast on here or? Oh, okay. I was like, where's breakfast? Okay. Biscuits and gravy. Chicken fried steak and eggs. With a choice of meat and hash browns, biscuits and gravy, or chicken fried steak and eggs. Serve with 2 eggs, homemade crunchy gravy, or an omelet. Chicken fried steak and eggs. Build your own breakfast taco. Maybe I'll get the biscuits and gravy with bacon and add sausage. You know what I'm saying? Looks like mimosas. Do you recommend the biscuits and gravy with a choice of meat or the chicken fried steak and eggs?
Biscuits and gravy.
Okay, I'll take the biscuits and gravy.
Do you want bacon or sausage?
Can I get bacon and add sausage? And do you have like Diet Coke?
Yes.
Okay, and a Diet Coke.
And where'd you want to sit today?
Huh?
Where'd you want to sit today?
I guess like right there.
It'll be $21.11.
Okay.
And then it's just gonna ask me because I told the tip me because I come.
Okay. More copyright strike. Nice. I'm gonna point y'all to the wall because I don't want any problems. I'm already being stared at excessively. Oh God, make more noise. Being stared at excessively. What's the purpose of copyright strikes? They use it to demonetize you, like to not. They use it to not pay for, so they don't have to pay for, so they don't have to pay you for your content. Basically, YouTube says it's so the artists don't get paid for their music, but they can pay royalty, but they use it as a way to basically. Oh my God, I am just making all kinds of noise. They use it as a way to not have to pay you, basically. You know what I'm saying?
66 underscore says excessive. Strikes of Blue says it goes to the artist. Big Dog X says why has no one challenged it in court? Each and everything 430 says if you fart it's a copyright strike. Potty Move says just say you're filming a sniff film.
A sniff
And it's
film?
not
What the hell?
allowed.
I am not chicken dancing in here. Y'all know I don't do sounds in restaurants. I don't know why you're playing it. I don't do it. I am not getting kicked out. I'm telling you, I am not getting kicked out of here. Everybody's looking at me, y'all. I'll do it just a little bit. Booty, thank you for the biddies.
Superstream server says scene switch to live. Means being 77 says no.
My bra is showing.
Sanchez says like. X41 says tactical FLMA.
Have you lost weight this holiday season? I lost weight last night in a McDonald's.
Ferris Casey says, have you lost more weight this holiday season?
Looks more like you're airing out your armpits. Let's listen to some fun facts.
XDownSouthX says looks more like you're airing out your armpits.
Everyone asks what are those black metal things near the ceiling. They're clean outs for the once upon a time wood burning heater for the upstairs. We thought they were hard to reach safes when we bought the building, but unfortunately we found no money. The builder of historic building, Magnus Furrow, used to have a cat that walks where he would store materials for his furniture. Up there he would also clean out the ashes from the manual heater. This building used to be connected. If you see the tall curved door entering into our boutique, the doorways were tall so cowboys could ride their horses through the building. There was another one opposite of where the plant shelf is before we bought the building. All of the pictures you see in this restaurant are historic photos of Flatonia. The second one from the window on the west side is our building from 1890 before the railroad track came to town. Wow. Yes, thank you. Ooh, nice. Thank you. I'm good. Oh, my Diet Coke. They used to drive horses through the building. Man, this looks amazing. Where's my phone? Let me take a picture. This looks freaking good. Holy moly, that was fast too. Everybody smile. Breakfast in Flatonia, Texas.
Viper Venom 2U says that was quick. Doubt says does look good for $22. Armedic007 says you don't drive a horse. Ferris Casey says silverware. Big Dog X says poggers. Snickers Dad says back in the 1800s that would have been a nickel.
There we go.
Pink says silverware is in the cup on the wall. Cup Top League says I got it right myself.
Nice.
But what a great stream, see worldwide. Ferris Casey says Titan, how about breakfast like
Thank you.
tomorrow morning?
Thank you. Oh, this looks amazing, y'all. What the hell? What a great stream SeaWorld was. Yes, it was. I thought it was great. Never been before. Definitely worth a trip to San Antonio. If you go to San Antonio, SeaWorld is definitely worth it.
It's been so long since we've had a straw. Stevens_007 says that looks delicious. James says yeah, SeaWorld was fun. Thank you.
Okay. Look how thick this bacon is. Oh, damn.
Snickers Dad
That is
says, how
freaking
much
good.
does the 8 Diet Coke cost here? Cup Top League says he was truly
Like $1.50.
X Doubts of X says I'm starting a new amusement park. It's called CDs.
CDs, that must be a real small park down south.
Says I've been to SeaWorld in Orlando in the 90s.
Guinness Book of World Records for the smallest amusement park in the world. I should not have ordered the sausage.
Potty Move says now I like some pixie bacon. Not the thin ass burnt kind LOL.
Too much food.
Titan 2042 says, why do most breakfast places is chip on the gravy? It's the cheapest part of the meal and they
You
barely
like thick
wanna
bacon?
give you any effort or
This is some
time
very
to
thick
$5
bacon. It's more like ham.
It's crazy. Eddie the Bone Sanchez says eat the protein first. Potty Move says eat it also. We don't have a fridge for it to be stored in for a month LOL. Lunacy 494 says Mario will take your sausage.
Mario will take the sausage. Damn. I'm gonna have to take some to go. My stomach feels a little weird.
Mario misses 2 death sausage.
Is this like farm fresh stuff? It tastes different than like. It tastes good,
Mean Speed 77 says bit of bacon from
but
Floyd Sports says when did Rellik start wearing skinny size t-shirts?
let's see what else we got here.
Snickers Dad says be honest. When's the last stream that your stomach didn't feel a little weird? Potty Move says no. Ask for LOL.
Muffins and mufflers.
Says hi Rellik. It's a smaller piece than yesterday's Fred Flintstone special. Potty Move says LOL, it's actually all vegan food. Cherry Charik says how you homemade food the best.
Our story. It all started with a food truck named Donut Darlin' in 2017. As a sophomore at Texas A&M University, studying construction science, I needed a life of a little more color. A retro, dinner theme trailer had my name written all over it. The trailer was named Holy Creep, because I was not an expert at creep maker. We scratched the creep idea and landed on mini donuts and coffee. I traveled around Texas for 4 years, catering large parties, weddings, creek events, and attending festivals during college. Soon we had 3 stands inside Kyle Field during the 2018 football season, attending events such as Magnolia Silos in Waco, Formula One in Austin. I continued to travel the state for a year after graduation in 2019, living in hotels out of my donut van. Had me dreaming to settle down in a place my parents had told me of a historic building in this little town called Flatonia. After wrapping up a catering event with Donut Darling, I made my way to Flatonia to check out the building.
Floyd's Fork says Rellik triggering customers.
And when I pulled up, the large sign in the top said, Darling Emporium. This literally had my name written all over it. A bittersweet decision turned into the biggest transition of my life. I sold Donut Darling and everything with it and bought the building and renovated it with my dad for 7 months through COVID. My boyfriend at the time, who is now my husband, Christopher, and I moved into above the diner. We opened the doors in 2020. Since then, we've expanded by opening Lola's Loft, named after our sweet daughter Lola, an event rental space upstairs. We then opened our Darling Boutique in October of 2023. As our story continued, we had a second kid named Ziggy and lived downtown next to the business that brought so much joy and purpose. Wow, what a great story. What a great freaking story.
XX Kansas Guns XX says Lola must also own the depot. Snickers Dad says Ziggy. Novo _ says Lola Depot.
Lola's Depot.
Dad thinks says Flower Power family makes good food. XX Kansas set
Looks like a feast. It's a lot of food.
Cherry says I'm going to try that out next time we're trying to find something in the area. Dad says are the locals still staring at you?
Flatonia, Texas. Are the locals still staring at you? I haven't looked up yet. Let me look up without it being obvious. Just 2 tables are still staring.
THD bacon is not crispy. Lunacy 494 says smallest meal you had on this trip.
It's great, thank you.
Do you need anything else?
I'm good, thank you.
Ramoskin 21 says they're about to get you out. Titan 2042 says still better price and value than what the pizza was at the park.
No, this is a good price.
Says I swear it's only the broth.
For how much food they give you?
James says coffee, he needs coffee. Moosehead 24 says what you eating.
I'm eating some very thick bacon.
Lunacy 494 says
I should not have ordered the extra sausage. I didn't realize the plate was going to be this big. Holy moly. Whew, it's a lot of food. What the hell, Lunacy? Martha, that man talking to himself. That must be one of them fellows on that fentanyl that they talk about.
Then you order biscuits and gravy in a small town diner. You're getting a plate of biscuits and gravy.
Yep.
Snickers Dad says a lot of food just means more poop subs. Don't think says haven't even touched your eggs either.
I don't see any eggs. It's got potato. It's biscuits and potato and gravy
Says there are voices coming from that
and
box.
bacon
He's a witch.
and sausage.
Says that's one of those funny fellows.
One of them there funny fellers.
X says he must forget his name a lot, so he keeps it on his hat cake on.
Yep.
Funneman Mark 79 says yummy. Don't think says oh they're potatoes, never mind.
They are potato.
Eddie the Bone Sanchez says what's wrong with the sausage? Titan 2042.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Thing you have
It's
to
just
for
a lot of
think you're
food.
Probably federal
Like-
or something, or a special kind of person.
I didn't expect the biscuits to be the size of footballs.
Boys from the big city.
You know what I'm saying?
Potty Move says chew with your mouth closed, please.
The hell?
Thanks, LOL.
I didn't expect the biscuits to be so big. They're freaking huge. I could have just settled with one biscuit, no sausage.
X down South X says, boy, you sure do have creamy.
A creamy mouth. What the hell does that even mean?
Negative Nancy.
I'm not being negative. It's great. It's really good. I just don't have that much room in my stomach.
Good gravy can sometimes be
You
hard.
know what I'm saying?
The RPLGRL 67 says they may be wondering who's in trouble. The F is in town. Potty Move says Relic woke up and chose whining today LOL. Titan 2042 says all I hear is you
What the hell,
really
Potty Move?
better eat it all or they're gonna feel bad.
Oh my God. Eat it all or you're going to feel bad? I can't eat it all. That's the problem. I can't freaking eat it all.
Says Relic try going to the bathroom. That will make room. Peptopliag says if you don't eat it all, we're never taking you to eat again. Potty Move says you can do it. Don't think says Titan Relic got smaller tummy, not like us peeps.
Oh God.
Titan 2042 says yeah, we haven't seen the urinal in this place yet. Maybe we should go there.
We haven't seen the urinals?
The
Yeah.
RPLGRL 67 says eat slow, you'll get it.
Eat slur. You gotta eat slur.
Edgebait 310 says, what do you mean your stomach feels strange?
My stomach feels strange. It feels, ever since yesterday, it's been feeling weird.
Potty Move says, didn't
Like-
have to be back in Houston by 10 a.m. Or was that just a goal to be?
That was just a goal.
RPLGRL 67 says, don't fill up on bread. Eat the meats.
Um,
Something says that's why it gets a total plate LOL. Funneman Mark 79 says, hey Relic, after seeing the sea lions and others, do
You ought to give it a seal of approval. Mm-hmm.
X down South X says 10 smart.
Yes.
The RPLGRL 67 says we were given the side eye.
Ooh, we should have sat by the window.
Peptopliag says it worked for us. I only got hypothermia from the whales.
Who you giving side eye to? I'm just looking around at the people that are here. I'm just observing the people. You know, people watching.
Potty Move says definitely side-eyeing the kids LOL. Edgebait 310 says maybe it was the beef. Whenever I eat beef it sits in my stomach for a long time. Peptoplex says it's your shaved legs. They don't do that around these parts.
They don't do that around these parts.
Ronald Man says I've never seen Rellik not wear a black t-shirt before.
You never seen me not wear a black t-shirt before? This one's gray. It's gray.
Almost Being 21 says they like your bra.
They like your bra. The looks I'm getting, I don't think they like anything over here at this table. But this is what I expect every time I come to a small town.
Nicholas Valk says it was black 50 washes ago. Tiger 242 says maybe you can get a digital banner on the front of your bra saying it doesn't like kids, but not a hater. Peptoplex says you're blinding the whole diner.
What the hell, Titan?
PRPLGRL 67.
I do not have to fart. Seems like you're worrying. Well, I'm just getting some looks, you know what I'm saying? Kind of some rough looks from a couple of individuals.
Potty Move says he wears black all the time, cause it makes him look skinny LOL.
Oh, yeah?
Stacy says PMD. That shirt is like
I mean, I'm sure everybody's really friendly. They're just probably not used to seeing, you know, they're not used to seeing this. You know what I'm saying?
Ronald Man says fresh meat in town. Peptoplex says give them an awkward wave and smile.
I am not. It was like one of y'all told me last night to tell the guy
Says maybe people
that was at SeaWorld that I spotted him in the urinal. That was I thought about saying that because that would have been really funny. But then I was like, this dude will probably knock me the hell out. You know what I'm saying?
Each and everything 430 says they aren't used to seeing a real life stud muffin.
Stud muffin.
494 says Rellik got knocked out by a kid. He better
that was E10. Yeah, I thought about saying it for like a second, but then I was like, this guy will probably knock me the hell out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, this is probably not the person to say that to.
Peptoplex says he might hold a pistol. You said that? James says that.
No, I'm talking about.
Hunter Demon says hey,
hello, Hunter Demons. What doing?
PRPLGRL 67 says the blue shirt looks nice on you.
Blue, it's gray. What you talking about? I'm doing good, yeah. I'm good right now, yeah. Where's the restroom? Over there? Okay. Okay, upstairs? Okay, no problem. Upstairs. What brand? What the hell, Potty Move?
Ronald Man says use the upstairs one, please. Peptoplex says imagine Rellik trying to throw the hands LOL.
Imagine me trying to throw hands? Yeah. Whoa.
Lunacy 494 says I feel sorry for people downstairs. PRPLGRL 67 says that you wouldn't tell you were perfect. There's Stacy says it's freaking blue Rellik. Look in the freaking mirror. I am beginning to think you're colorblind. Mean Speed 77 says
it is not blue, it's gray.
Titan 2042 says I guess your reputation from McDonald's has made its round here.
Guess your reputation from McDonald's has made its way. They don't want you to destroy in the bathroom downstairs where everybody else. What does that mean, Potty Move? Got his wish? Everything on his wish is small? What?
Potty Move says
Huh?
it's not blue, it is gray LOL.
That tattoo on his forearm must be his what the hell?
Ron McMahon says he blew money.
It looks blue.
He says PMD, we need to pull on if that shirt is blue.
Morning, Morbid.
James says at least they didn't tell you there's an outhouse out there. Wyvet63 says looks gray.
We need a poll on if that shirt is blue. It is gray. I'm telling you, it's a gray shirt. It's not blue. Now we're going to get into that thing like the dress. What was that dress? Everybody was talking about the color of it.
Your penis count.
Y'all remember?
Pause when people order stuff off Wish, it's always small. Top League says, do you have
Plans to complete the sleeves? Yes.
Hunter Demin says, doing good, thanks, Rellik.
Just waking up?
Derek Spacey says, it's blue for sure. Viper Venom 2U says, I think it looks gold. Cherry Charif says, looks blue on the screen. Mean Speed says, got the wish from Timu.
Ask the people here to break the ice? No.
Potty Move says, yeah, not making a poll. Cherry
The white and
says,
gold
the
dress?
white and
Yes.
gold dress. Top League says, right on. Titan 2042 says, I agree.
Oh man, they're damn. It just got really quiet.
Ex-Wicked Man Back says it's definitely gray. Potty Move says Rellik looks pretty in a dress.
Thank you. I try my best.
Join and looks blue. Sleeps down. PRPLGRL 67 says alright. Derek Spacey says PMD hates it. Lindsay 494 says we need a poll. What color is Rellik's dress? Crazy Fixed One says it's blue.
It is
Potty Move
gray.
says, I don't hate anyone.
It is gray.
Ron McMahon says the splash zone is upstairs apparently.
Splash zone.
Says I heard you look good in a wig also. Titan 2040
The splash zone.
pretty in a bra.
I'm gonna run to the restroom before we leave. Or I could use it at the. I could use it at the.
1302 says via
at the,
Rellik. What's the plan for today?
I could use it at the gas station, but I'm curious to see what the restroom looks like, since this building's from the
Potty Move says walk
early whatever. When is it from? Hold on, there's a.
James says the bathroom will be the
The building is from the. The building is from the.
Cherry Charade says you look better in green.
Y'all remember what the building's from?
2042 says
Building history.
last night table also has
1888.
Mean Speed
Wow.
says check it out.
Oh, 1887 is when this building was built.
Except Kansas
1887. Damn.
Volume might not be up to code. Jothink says about say you check it. Skip look up. He says I was sure it's not. Stop. Quick creation. And says a blue swipe. Means Bean says it's an outhouse in the back. Says you're gonna demolish that old pump.
All right, let's go check out the toilet. Well, I'm gonna go. I'll leave y'all here. I'll report back.
Lee 1302 says
Maybe give it a little tinkle. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little tinkle.
Potty Move says Rellik's flexing LOL. Titan 2042 says at least that was before they put asbestos in buildings.
Flexing. What?
XX Kansas comes XX says look Martha he's gonna die. Titan 2042 says can you point us to the dining room? Delphin
Okay,
says,
leave the mic here. Leave the modem here. Leave the speaker here. All right, go to the restroom. I'll be back.
Cherry Sharif says yes to the light here. Delphin says chat getting undressed. Lucy 494 says love is me because of all wearing city boy too. Look at all that crazy life. Ronald Man says with that relic stopping his feet going upstairs. Except comes up says LOL. Titan 2042 says you have to move your clear factory because you're one of those guys. That public says they really don't scare me. Lucy 494 says he had to make two McDonald's boosts. Maybe he's taking a boost. Lucy 2042 says Alan can make someone else to make it his boost
Okay, so they're more of a they live there for a year and then all moved away. We had a lot of work. Oh, tired, got too much.
I'm good. Oh yeah. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
My wife,
Titan 2042 says that is cool. He knew it all the way upstairs. Lucy 494 says when you get that food so you can leave. That tough Eve says didn't even wash his hands.
All right, nice little pit stop. Flatonia, Texas. Huh. Whoa, I forgot chat. I forgot the chat phone. I might need that. How about that? How about them apples?
Hottie Move says LOL, he always forgets something. James says holy whitewash Batman. Titan 2042 says everybody else say that he left it with the salt and pepper. Nicholas Belt says while blinded by the light.
Thank you.
Sheriff Casey says he'd forget his butt if it wasn't attacked.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Danadusteby says cute little town. Blazingly and Meth says gas time.
Email a movie request to Lyric Theater. What? Email a movie request. So they just play whatever movie you request?
Titan 2042 says good thing he doesn't like kids, but he would leave him behind anyway, so it doesn't matter. James says forget his head if it wasn't welded on. Sheriff Casey says good joke, right Rellik? Del Think says we have a Lyric Theater, it's so pretty inside. Strikes of Blue says, was that a 4.7 rating that Google has for that place?
It was a very good play. It was very good. The food was very good. What is this? Ice cream
Biker
shop.
Venom 2U says how much to play every Friday the 13th movie.
It's ice cream shop.
Ramosking 21 says they're get their gun ready.
Flatonia
Derek
Pizza
Casey
Company.
says, see now Rellik hates me too.
What the hell? What is
Pep
this?
says nice little town.
Red
Bamboo
Vault
Shoots K says closed.
Bistro.
Boo. James says frozen in time.
Red Vault Bistro. Trophy Technologies. What? I guess trophies are
Titan
big in a town like
2042
this.
says, is that like a 50-cent ice cream shop?
What is this? It's a computer place
Big Ball 0420 says
where you pay to use computers. It's a trophy
Dustin
shop.
says this one looks like country. What's movie small town?
What is this? Bubba Real Estate. Bubba Real Estate. What the hell? City Hall. Oh, that's the City Hall right there. Wow. Okay.
Derek Casey says it's okay. It's the perfect start to 2026. Titan 2042 says, good thing the cops are watching you right now, scoping out all these places you're gonna rob later. Ron McMahon says that's where FaZe Clan started.
Oh, yeah? I don't know why my stomach hurts so bad.
James says, can we look inside that ice cream shop?
Ride the
again?
ponies for $1. Inside the ice
Big
cream
Ball
shop?
0420 says Bubba Real Estate and the shrimp company is out back.
They got Bluebell ice cream.
494 says Martha, he's still in town. When's he going to leave?
Martha. Martha. Why is he staring in the ice cream shop, Martha? Don't he know they're closed?
Ron McMahon says blue ball.
Pony rides, $1.
Titan 2042 says, I'm sure it's nothing serious. You're probably just dying, but you had a good run.
Yep.
Bean says, Relic sit on pony. Ramoskin 21 says, Martha, get the guns, we got one.
Park designed by Kent Milson.
Strikes of Blue says this is like their downtown area.
They got free Wi-Fi. What? Look.
Douthink says, if you're not puking, then not food poisoning.
Even Flatonia has free Wi-Fi. Are you serious right now? Even Flatonia has free Wi-Fi. But not us. Interesting place. The sidewalk that just stops.
Samuel Jackson says SeaWorld had free Wi-Fi too.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Titan 2042 says Flatonia sure does sound like a futuristic name to me. Definitely sounds made up.
Flatonia. Well, that's town, y'all. That's the town. Flatonia bench.
Toply says Baptinia.
Flatonia bench.
Titan 2042 says, great, now we're scoping out. The whole town must be getting the whole crew involved. I'm sure we're gonna see this on the news.
Yep.
Ron McMahon says Julie was born here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we do have an acorn.
James says someone got here and said sure is flat out in these parts. We should call this place Flatonia.
Do they really have places where you tie your horse up over here? They do. They got a place to tie your horse up. Look at this.
Titan 2042 says, oh no, Run, there's some kids. Each and everything 430 says, oh kids. Ronald Man says a bike rack for a jungle gym.
Look.
Lunacy 494 says little kids around. Cover your nuts.
I guess some people ride their
James
horses
says
to
kitchen
town.
post.
I guess some people ride their horses to town.
The RTL 67 says quiet and simple area. X Down South X says let's rent a horse and test it out.
Rent a horse, huh? Darlin's Diner. That was a good find by 77. Wow. Okay. It's like the only place open downtown, so they should have some business. You know what I'm saying? It's the only place open. I'm talking about. Let's get rolling. Let's get to rolling, y'all. I'm slightly behind schedule. I was supposed to be in the area by 10 o'clock, and it's 10 o'clock now. So we're just a little bit behind schedule. Just a little bit. All right. Whew. Scenic route. Oh, we just got started, Potty. We just left San Antonio, so we're like far away. Like I don't even know if we're 30 minutes out of San Antonio or not. Yeah, I don't even know if we're like 30 minutes out of San Antonio. Oh, okay. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was. We're an hour and 45 minutes away from the haunt. Okay. Not too bad. I thought we were way further out than that. I didn't think we'd already drove over an hour.
James says
wow.
We're still by Sam's house. Potty Move says LOL, you've been lived 2 hours. Robert Man says email your movie request.
Can you email your movie request, please? If y'all want to go back there and watch a movie. Email your movie requests. That's crazy. So you email your movie request and then everybody in town goes and watches your movie at the theater. Flatonia Chamber of Commerce. Bus station. What? What an interesting village. Interesting village we got here.
42 says, I don't think this will be your last stop. I'm starting the counter now for your stomach to start bothering you in about an hour.
Well, I gotta get gas because we're down to 28 miles left.
2042 says our call ahead to the next McDonald's to prepare the bathroom.
Oh yeah?
RPLGRL 67 says we're taking it easy like a Sunday morning. Lunacy 494 says Bob Rellik requests Debbie does Dallas.
What the hell?
Says not to be confused with bus and station. James says I grew up in little towns like this. I'm right at home.
I like it.
Potty Move says still need gas.
I like it. It's very, very slow pace. Oh God.
Going to blow out the gas station bathroom.
It's a very slow pace. You know, it's nice.
Says Flat Tanya was a nickname that out of hand. Lunacy 494 says don't forget to find a gas station.
I'm hoping there's a gas station at this intersection with the freeway. You know what I'm saying?
Samuel Jackson says, Rellik, did you make it over to see the dolphins and sharks?
They were closed, Sam. They were closed. It did.
Says chicken dance.
They were closed. It did. And there's the local police right there. There's the local police. I was supposed to make that turn, but I'm looking for a gas station.
XX Kansas Guns XX says a good laid back town.
Is that a gas station?
Samuel Jackson says, guess that's a reason to come again. Ramosking 21 says he go back Saturday.
Here's a gas station by Roberto Steakhouse.
Lunacy 494 says
Robert Steakhouse.
Police will make sure he leaves. James says speed trap right as you come into town.
Mm-hmm.
Titan 2042 says it's just a stop and ask the cop where's the gas station.
Mm-hmm. Me gusta la gasolina. Dame más gasolina. How much is gas out here? Oh, damn. Gas is 50 cents more a gallon here than Houston. What the hell? I guess it's the only gas station in town, so they can afford to charge 50 cents more a gallon than anywhere else. I don't see any other gas stations in this entire city. So you pretty much have to pay their price if you want gas. Wow. 50 cents more a gallon is pretty freaking expensive though. You know what I'm saying? That's quite a freaking price hike on the locals, you know?
Samuel Jackson says plus a cost to be interested.
That's quite a gas hike for the locals. 50 cents a gallon adds up quick. You put 10 gallons, that's $5. 20 gallons is $10 extra they made. And it doesn't cost them any more to get the gas out here than anywhere else. All the trucks that supply gas drive right past here. So they're not paying any more for the gas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right now, when I left Houston, it would cost me yeah, that's about right. Oh, where's my wallet at?
Ronald Man says they got
Oh, God.
sticks from
Oh, Lord.
1992 in here.
Meat sticks. Meat sticks. Yeah, this, look, it says super, it says super travel center.
Ronald Man says, do they do oil changes?
Herb changes.
Says how much was the gas a gallon?
Normally I pay like, I could just tell you it was, what was it, $2.65? Normally I pay about $26 to fill up my car when it's low.
Says we should probably get something to drink.
In Houston, it was like $2.09.
Cherry Tariq says, did they not get the memo about gas being $2 a gallon now?
In Houston, it was $2.07. I think when we left, it was $2.07.
James says the town I grew up in was an old mining camp back.
And that was like $2.60 something. So quite a bit more per gallon than what I paid when I left Houston. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. That's probably a local mom and pop's gas station. So it's good to support them.
Says 2.65 and you're complaining.
Well, no.
On the West Coast they pay $6 a gallon.
Yeah, but I mean it's
to see gas around 3 here.
it's $2.07.
Underscore says I paid $30.
Hold on. How much is it at this gas station?
Reactable says next town.
Wow, it's $2.49 here. I could have got it 20 cents cheaper.
250 AVG. Here in Kansas.
I could have got it 20 cents cheaper over here.
430 says it's 2.39 in Georgia. Cherry Tariq says in Angleton was 2.05.
Yeah.
Walleye says, are you complaining?
No, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That adds up. 10 gallons is $5, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Bean says, wow. Betty the Bone Sanchez says all that leftover wasted food.
What the helly?
Type 2042 says, yeah, but this gas station all goes too big. Robert Man says we got watered down gas now. XX Kansas Guns XX says you got that premium gas now. Body Blue says you need to get gas in the back. Dumpling says we have gas 2.39 minus 2.49 in IRL. Reactable says Schulenburg is the cheaper gas on the script.
Schulenburg.
Smallwood 9 says they gave 4 gas stations in Flatonia.
Flatonia.
Cherry Tariq says gas and diesel has gone down. Hopefully everything else will follow. Type 2000
grass-fed. I got that grass-fed homemade gasoline. You ain't done it right unless you got some of that damn grass-fed gasoline. I tell you what. Damn Flatonia, Texas. Got a mighty good breakfast, I tell you what.
Smallmug9 says you just went to one of the mom and pop places, so awesome of you to support local little town.
Hell yeah.
Tariq says haha. Melodic D Flord says it's 4.30 a gallon here, but that's really cheap.
Damn.
Titan 2042 says Chad is kind of quiet.
Yep.
Robert Mann says I requested Steel Magnolias to the movie theater. And The Exorcist.
And The Exorcist.
XX Kansas Guns XX says you bought a Coke yesterday for $8. Now complaining about the price of gas. Samuel Jackson says grass feed and GMO free.
Yep.
James Bean says I thought it was corn-fed gasoline.
Corn-fed gas.
Smallmug9 says love Darlings.
Darlings was good. Good name, good food. Good staff, friendly staff, you know. I recommend if you're driving anywhere on I-10 between Texas and San Antonio to take a couple minutes to stop in Flatonia, Texas and get you some grub at Darlings.
Robert Mann says Flatonia invented the poop bucket.
The poop bucket.
Samuel Jackson says where did you stay last night?
That same place. What's that place called? What was that hotel called?
Walleye says 272 in Michigan.
272, wow.
21 says Mara he gone.
Martha, he finally left town, Martha. That weird guy talking to himself with the tactical vest on left town.
Samuel Jackson says manger.
Manger, yeah.
Devotre says driving home for Christmas.
Last night, my freaking AC was stuck on in that room, and I couldn't get it to turn off.
Titan 2042 says I would have clipped an advertisement for her place, but you didn't finish the meal or take it with you, but it's not that good.
I don't have anywhere to put the food. And y'all got to remember,
430 says Martha liked your bra.
I ate late last night, so I wasn't super hungry. We ate at like freaking 10 o'clock last night, and I ate a big meal. I ate that turkey and dressing and everything, so I wasn't super hungry. I should not have ordered the sausage. The bacon and biscuits would have been good, but I ordered too much food. But I didn't know how big the portions were going to be, you know? I should have just got the breakfast taco.
2042 says okay, that's fair. Good point, I'll let you off for this time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The food was good. Like, it was really good. The bacon was thick, though. It was more like ham, like slabs of ham, you know? It's more of the home style.
Robert Mann says that lady hooked it up because she wanted to take you home.
It's more of the home style, you know?
Cherry Tariq says, where did you end up eating at? I jumped off while you were in McDonald's.
Last night I ate at Cracker Barrel.
Those are farmer portions. Lunacy 400.
I ate at Cracker Barrel.
Martha, I almost left you for the girly boy. That bra was hard to resist.
What the hell?
XX Kansas Guns XX says that waitress really wanted us last night.
Oh, really?
Bamboo Shoots K says stop by Scoville's in Columbus.
Y'all think everybody wants you. Is this the road that has the, no, I can't. I can't.
Boy, those waitresses are looking.
I was going to ask, is this the road that has the peaches?
She wanted us, she could smell the pheromones.
Pharaohs? We stopped at one road one time that had peaches. Peach everything. It was a store full of nothing but peaches.
494 says that wasn't pheromones. It was whale piss.
Whale piss.
Says she gave us the out. Says probably if it's a background.
Y'all think everybody wants you. Y'all think everybody wants you.
Titan 2042 says, is there a Buc-ee's on the way? Robert Mann says that lady last night wanted to give you her peach.
Oh, Lord.
Cherry Tariq says like the song Peaches. Potty Move says, did you hear the news about the lady that her dogs were content creators? She left them at a dog daycare to go on vacation and came back to 2 of the 3 had passed away. Bamboo Shoots
What?
says, did you pass Columbus yet? If not, stop at Scoville's restaurant. James says,
I've already
ice
eaten.
cream, I think the advertisement advertisement sign started about 50 miles before you got there.
I've already eaten bamboo
This is
shoots.
the right road. Peptopleague says you gotta slap a beaver one day. Man just wants his GF to like him.
What the helly? What the helly? Nice.
Robert Mann says she wanted to roll a boat at the hotel last night. She was going to dress up like an armadillo.
You know, I was about to just say we haven't heard the goat in a while.
The dogs had over 70 million followers or something like that. Bamboo Shoots, Kay says bomber.
The dogs had 70 million followers.
Really good and have been wanting to visit. Samuel Jackson says so.
Okay.
To us, Relic, did the hotel feel haunted and did you sleep alone?
I slept alone.
Violated by a ghost.
The hotel did feel weird. But more than that, I was battling my room the whole time. The first night I didn't have any heat, and last night I couldn't get the freaking air conditioner to turn off. So, even though it wasn't super cold last night, the AC kept blowing cold air. So I don't know. I think maybe the building.
Says yes. So I'm going to start making my dog do content LOL.
Nice. I think the building is just so old. Maybe everything doesn't work right. You know. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I think they retrofitted a bunch of stuff to try to modernize it.
Eric Travel says you must sleep in a cold room. No heat allowed. XX Kansas Guns XX says it wasn't the AC, it was a ghost breathing on you.
A ghost?
Geek Lord says sounds like a chill room.
A chill room? Yeah. It's a very chill room, I tell you what.
Potty Move says, what do you have planned for tomorrow?
I don't know yet. I haven't even looked that far ahead, Potty Move. We'll be doing something. I don't know yet. You and your RAV4 getting all up in my way.
Devotre says driving home for Christmas.
Christmas. We're passing Schillenberg right now.
Going to mess up our cruise control.
Yep, he did.
Morbid Creation says, Relic, do you get road hypnosis driving these straight roads? Peptopleague says, let's go do a seance.
Not really.
Reactable says, age of the building isn't an excuse. You just ate a place built in 1887 and you weren't cold.
True. Well, this morning, I noticed that...
Move says, Kay, I won't be around tomorrow. Sorry, but I have plans that I've been planning for a while now.
Plans that you've been planning. Nice.
Amy says, Roberto Byron a time.
I noticed this morning when I was walking down the hallway.
Find Sean so that he can tell us about getting shot.
Yep.
Cherry Tariq says, is someone meeting you with materials?
At some point, yeah. I noticed this morning when I was walking down the hallway to leave.
Says, since you are running so behind.
No, I still got to go get it.
Potty Move says, I have a date with a bear LOL.
Nice. I noticed there was a lot of portable heaters outside people's doors. So I guess sometime at night, a bunch of people called the front and requested portable heaters.
Says, did you give a review of that restroom in Flat Tanya?
It was very good, very clean, very aesthetic, very old, but very, very nice restroom. I noticed this morning a bunch of people had those little portable heaters sitting outside their doors down the hallway. So I'm guessing...
Insomniacaffine says, I have a date with Potty Mouth Donald.
Potty Move.
Insomniacaffine says, we holding hands.
Nice.
Insomniacaffine says, LOL.
Thank you for the pennies.
Potty Move says, you wish LOL. Eric Travel says, portable heaters all over a hotel sounds like a fire hazard.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them. I guess people got done and were checking out and they just set them outside the door or whatever, but there was quite a few up and down the hallway. So I guess I wasn't the only one that had the problem where the AC wouldn't turn off, because a bunch of people had freaking portable heaters last night. But I didn't think about calling.
That sounds like a old hotel meeting.
I didn't think about calling the front and asking for a heater, you know? I didn't even know they had portable heaters to hand out. Makes sense. Yeah, there was a bunch of portable heaters, so
Says,
yeah.
"When did you dry off in the end, Hannah?" XX Kansas Guns XX says a less classier hotel would have supplied hookers.
What the hell? Once I got home and took a shower, once I got back to the room and took a shower, I dried off. My pants were still wet when I got there. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Potty Move says he woke up with his pants wet. He had a dream about blowing Mike LOL. Pep Topliak says, how did you get Sue wet from the McDee's bathroom?
Yeah, okay. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Looking like a fool. Looking like a fool. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Antonio on March 20th.
Nice.
Can you make sure that I have a heater at my room?
Okay.
Robert Mann says, if there is anything this stream has taught me is to look no further than the heater first. Potty
Yep.
Move says those whales are innocent. They would never get you wet.
Yeah. Innocent. I just fell in the water.
Beanie says, oh yeah, that was crazy when you blew Mike and when that kid hit you in the balls, ha ha ha. YVet63 says,
Yep.
he's remembering the armadillo.
What the hell?
Lunacy 494 says, no, Rob. Always look for an AC, so you don't hit your head.
I hit my head and I liked it. Can't remember a damn thing though.
Says, my name is Dana Game and I'd just like to know, what is you town about?
What's you talking about?
Move says it's okay to admit that your age showed and you peed your pants.
What the hell?
Nothing says Rip Tommy Lee Jones' daughter dead at 34.
Tommy Lee Jones.
XX Kansas Guns XX says only Rellik would get his jump tapped while walking through SeaWorld LOL.
Yep. That's how it goes.
Pep Topliak says, damn sad, Rip. Robert Mann says, that poor kid.
Mer, 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 mer. A mer, 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 mer. A mer, 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 mer. That poor kid, what the hell?
Found in a hotel hallway on New Year's Day at 3 a.m.
Damn. What the hell?
Lunacy 494 says Bob was walking with a pitch tent. The Boy Scout was just helping him take it down.
Oh, Lord. There's another Buc-ee's billboard. I wonder.
Guns XX says 6'7".
What the hell? 8'9". I wonder what Buc-ee's spends on billboards a year. I bet it's in the millions. There's another Buc-ee's billboard to the left. They're everywhere. It's so crazy too. They'll advertise for a Buc-ee's that's like 300 miles away. They'll be like, Buc-ee's, 350 miles.
I've seen the CH ones when we are there.
Mm-hmm.
Insomniac Caffeine says, Relic, so when are you gonna let me peg you, boo, and net in the motel?
What? What the hell?
Obscured One says, whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. What's really going on around here?
Each and everything 430 says, WTF, man. Hiccups Game of 2 says, good morning from Hawaii.
Hiccups Game. How you doing? How's Hawaii?
Says Bob E spends millions annually on billboards, strategically placing them for long highway stretches, with estimates ranging from 5,000 to over 10,000 per sign monthly.
Damn.
Insomniac Caffeine says, how much are the beef jerkies from that Korean BBQ you went to yesterday?
Beef jerkies.
Robert Mann says Julie is in chat. Pickups Game of 2 says, very nice.
Good, good. That's good. I've never been to Hawaii. I've always wanted to go.
Lunacy 494 says Relic loves visiting San Antonio, but has never visited Armadillo.
Armadillo by morning.
Insomniac Caffeine says they had beef jerkies in the front.
Oh, really? I don't know. I didn't pay attention. Probably expensive. No, I'm talking about.
Insomniac Caffeine says, can you try one next time you go?
Okay.
Maxino62 says we are back.
Welcome back. Did we F?
Robert Mann says Relic put Hawaii in his GPS. Terminator 4D says my parents moved to Hawaii last year. I personally would never live there, but I enjoy visiting.
Nice. Is Hawaii just one island, or is Hawaii itself composed of multiple islands?
Robert Mann says, oh my god. Lunacy 494 says multiple islands.
Multiple
Robert
islands.
Mann says he just asked that.
Well, I'm just curious.
4D says no multiple. Beanie says 137 islands.
137 islands.
Everything 430 says it's a chain of islands.
You expect me? You expect me to know geometry, where islands be, and look at trees? You expect me to sell the seas? You expect me to identify bees? You expect me to understand states and how things move and how things shake? What causes tsunamis and earthquakes? What makes the wind break? The wind break? You expect me to understand lands and stretch it out like rubber bands, kicking the dough like a Jackie Chan. You don't understand that I don't have a plan. You understand me to flow like fountains, understand valleys and understand mountains. You understand me to understand lakes. I can't understand, but I understand shakes. Shakes with a cherry on top. Everybody see that we make them all stop. You understand and have a plan. Expect me to understand oceans. Understand the way things move like locomotions. I mean locomotives. What's your motive? Everybody see what's happening and they quote it. Sometimes my freestyles might be goated. See what's going on right now? Make a note, get it noted. Write it with a pen and a pencil. Maybe you can copy it and scrape it like a stencil. Oh no, what's going on like a pencil? See what's happening? We dropping off like a missile. Blasting like a missile. That bone got gristle. The bone got gristle. Let me get back to the freaking topic. You expect me to blast off like a rocket. You expect me to understand outer space. I can't even understand what's going on right now. I can't keep pace. My mind erased. Maybe it's displaced like oxygen. I had to stop again.
Lunacy 494
Going and putting in work on this
says
beat, so I'm clocking in.
Beanie says chat forgets you said Texas is the only state with more than one time zone.
Yep, exactly. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Oops, Mom says, what the frick doing?
What the frick doing, Boost Mom?
James says Idaho has 2 time zones too.
Idaho. Is this a speed trap or what is this?
Streamer 4 Life 1671 says, how long of a drive is it?
We got about an hour and 20 minutes left. About an hour and 20 minutes. We're the frickin' highway.
4 Life 1671 says, what SeaWorld did you go to?
San Antonio SeaWorld. San Antonio SeaWorld.
Doomer 4 Life 1671 says nice.
It was nice. It's a very nice. Oh, whoa. Speed trap. Big time.
Doomer 4 Life 1671 says, thanks for the show, it was cool.
You're welcome, Doomer
Lucy
Life.
494 says, did you see the world at SeaWorld?
Yes, I
Murphy
did.
Jerk says, but Rellik got screwed by not getting the season pass.
Yep.
H-Master1 says, new fucking way do I see Bob Rellik live, hello army.
Bob Rellik.
Top League says, best stream of 2026.
Hell yeah. It was a very good stream. Very interesting content.
Terminator 4D says, I would offer to let you stay at their place in Hawaii. They have their house and a condo, but I know you would blow up the bathroom and I would get blamed for that.
Probably, yes.
H-Master1 says, ha ha ha.
I would destroy the bathroom. It would be game over. Yep. Game over. I destroyed the toilet and I liked it. Now nobody can breathe.
Great stream yesterday.
Thank you, Pepto Plug. Thank you so much.
Terminator 4D says, would need renovations afterwards.
May have to be demolished and rebuilt. Possibly. Are we back in the construction zone? Yes, we are.
H-Master1 says, what a streamer you are, Rellik. Thank you for New Year's stream.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all watching. I can stream all day, but if nobody's watching, you know, I'm just kind of talking to myself.
Hunter Dement says, thanks for streams, they were awesome.
Hell yeah, Hunter. Muchas gracias.
Pep Top League says what?
What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What? What?
494 says Martha. That guy keeps talking to himself.
Martha.
Brian Lillibridge says, good morning, sir, in chat.
Good morning, Brian. You having a good day?
Terminator 4D says, mucho gracias.
Muchas gracias. Y'all ever seen the alley moo before? You ever seen the damn alley moo?
H-Master1 says, but you was not drunk at New Year. I thought you gonna take only one alcohol drink, lol.
Yeah, it depends on where I am.
His legs are blinding me.
If I would,
Says Pee Wee Herman lost his bike in the basement one time.
if I would have been in PV,
40 says, I have seen the shamu. Does that count?
yes. If I would have been in Puerto Vallarta, I would have taken a drink of a margarita. But in the U.S., probably not. It's a little bit different in the U.S. Doesn't have the same feel, same vibe. You know what I'm saying? Have I ever drank in the U.S. on stream? I don't think so. Have I?
Says good for you for not though.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever drank on stream in the United States. I think it's always been in Mexico. And that's very rare, not very often.
Lunacy 494 says if Bob was in Puerto Vallarta, he would have taken more than a drink from Margarita.
What the hell?
PRPLGRL 67 says we got kicked out of the alley.
Alley moo.
XX Kansas Guns XX says no worries. Willie drinks enough for both of you.
Yep, he drinks enough for 5.
Did in LA and in NY with me.
LA and NY? Okay. It must not have been
James
much.
Says I'm just California sober. H Faster one says LOL with Donna. PRPLGRL 67 says Rellik would have got locked up with Bubba.
What the hell?
Potty Move says you had a drink and shot with me for my birthday when you came here.
Nice. Nice. That's when you got the male stripper.
Terminator 4D says just enough for you not to remember.
Yep.
H Faster one says he don't remember that Donna kicked W.
You know how bad Donna is? She made a male stripper embarrassed. And they do that for a living. What the hell? And they do that for a living.
Potty Move says yep, that's when the stripper left his job, LOL. Robert Man says was the male stripper's name Mike. H Faster one says ha 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 ha. Strikes of Blue says he quit, I remember that. Crazy Fix one says Donna is bad too. Potty Move says and you thought I would be embarrassed, LOL.
Potty move. Potty move says.
PRPLGRL 67 says that was a funny day. Cherry Charik says I think that is awesome. Lunacy 494 says did Donna think the stripper was Rellik?
What the helly? What the helly?
Selin Emery says Yola at Rellik.
YOLO. Yola. Hola. Sarina Marie. Hola.
Richard 382 Los Angeles says if 2 always wins. PRPLGRL 67 says bring on
Richard,
Donna.
Los Angeles.
Hunter DeMin says
Richard, Los Angeles. Yeah, it's a nice warm day today. Nice and sunny. No clouds in the sky. It's going to be in the 80s. Kendall Hill, good morning.
Cherry Charik says not in Brazoria County. It's windy. Richard 382 Los Angeles says I suck big black meat. Richard 382 Los Angeles says I suck big black meat. Richard 382 Los Angeles says I suck big black meat. Richard
It amazes me that
Los Angeles says I suck big black meat.
it amazes me that
Where are we going in this baby new year of Rellik?
it amazes me that
Says it's 36 here.
it amazes me that grown adult men get on these apps and conduct themselves in that way.
To each town.
You know? Like that guy right there is probably between 25 and 40 years old. And thinks that that's like somehow funny or edgy or anything like that. It's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's just stupid. Like
Terminator 4D says a man-child.
It's just crazy that people live in their rooms and that's all they got to live for. You know, it's very sad, to be honest, but just so weird, you know. Such a weird
Norway, it's -11 Celsius.
-11, what the hell? Such a weird existence to be in.
League says he meant you breathing fresh air.
Yep. A weird existence.
Selena Marie says, well, I am not a man. 100 at Rellik, yep, it's sad.
Selena Marie.
James says, touch grass, man.
Touch the grass. The grass.
Strikes of Blue says, must have been said on the green side.
Yeah, it was on the green side. It was on the green side. Their trolling is so, like, weird. I don't know. It's... If you want to call it trolling.
Tariq says, thanks for the dance in the shower, LOL.
What the hell? It's such a weird... I don't know.
One says, LOL. Tariq says probably a computer. Each and everything 430 says they should come to Twitch if they want to troll.
Troll. They want to troll. Come with me if you want to live.
Selena Marie says who is trolling?
Come with me if you want to live.
Lunacy 494 says no, it's fine. You keep going by yourself. James says to the choppa.
To the choppa.
Says put the cookie down.
Cookie.
Selena Marie says who?
Cookie. So much construction, y'all.
Terminator 4D says don't steal my lines.
Terminator. I am the Terminator.
Tariq says, did you get funny looks when leaving Mickey DS last night, LOL?
Drop the chalupa. No, they were all trying to breathe to save their life. They weren't worried about looking at me. They were trying to find fresh air. Minute.
Lunacy 494 says he terminated that K barbecue. I tell you what.
I tell you what. What's really going on around here?
Peptopliac says he cleared McD's out. It was empty when he left.
What the hell?
Tariq says I remember a huge group of people going in before getting off. Peptopliac says he even got a call to invoice the pipes. Murky Jerk says that was a lot of meat for one man.
It was delicious.
Hunter Demin says what doing?
What doing? Yeah. I think I-10, 59, 45.
Ellen Emery says once upon a chat, there were these pairs of eyes watching the same thing. It is said in legend, when we are old, we'll talk about days like this.
What the hell?
XX Kansas Guns XX says, why does it feel like a Sunday?
It does feel like a Sunday. They all have freaking traffic and construction.
Food but illegal here in EU. Why do they have to even ruin your food?
I don't know. I think it's to make it preserve longer. And like, I don't know. Alright, I'm getting away from behind this person. The monks, I don't know. They might be done.
Cherry Charik says, I'm so glad 288 is done for now. James says there's a highway.
Yep.
I think it's in Sweden. It tells you when to do it, and you put one tire over on the road nipples, and the sound of the road nipples plays a song.
I've seen that.
Each and everything 430 says the monks are in Georgia. Strikes of Blue says the monks are coming through my city in 8 days.
Nice.
Lunacy 494 says hopefully not all in the hospital. Murky Dirk says, are we doing any work at the haunt today?
Yep.
Kendall 1 says the monks went through Atlanta a couple days ago. They were on my local news. Cherry
Nice.
says the monks are still walking.
Wow. I thought they would have got there by now. They should have done it in spring. Doing it in winter is a little rough.
30 says they stayed overnight at temple near where I live.
Nice.
Ellen Emery says, yeah, the monk people are real. Hunter Demin says, I feel weird as we don't normally see Rellik this early on a Friday, so we are being spoiled, but it's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Pete Skyslow says, where are the monks heading? Ronald Man says, do you think the monks went to SeaWorld?
Washington, D.C.
Lucy 494 says later today, Murky. Cherry Charik says they will not get there until February. Sullen Emery says, do not forget to feed them. Ronald Man says they would have loved the splash zone.
Splash zone. The splash zone. Man, these trucks are just...
James says, okay, I forget where it was. Thanks. Kendall 1 says monks love SeaWorld, so I heard.
SeaWorld.
Robert Man says slow down. Cherry Charik says they do it in the winter due to the harsher weather for their faith.
Oh.
Jackcake Skyslow says, what is the cheapest Fuji's Stetson store where I can get my Texas swag on?
I have no idea.
Potty Move says, I'll be on another vacation for a week in February. Going to Reno.
Must be nice.
Lunacy 494 says you should open a clone world so people could see what trained clones could do.
Clone world.
Charik says Brizzy did a whole thing on the monks.
Nice.
Ellen Emery says gotta keep up pace. James says ain't nothing cheap about Stetson LOL. Potty Move says it is going to be nice. Only get to see my family once a year now LOL.
Wow.
The Robayulid says Rellik thought it was P-World and was disappointed when he was only splashed with water.
Wow. Okay.
494 says Splash Zone would be clearance with spraying flowers. James says LOL. H. Pasture 1 says LOL. XX Kansas Guns XX says, have you ever been to ICP gathering?
Nope. I've seen ICP in concert, but I've never been to the gathering. I heard it's pretty big.
Peptopliac says he has yet to wash his hands, so he can still smell SeaWorld.
I think it's always in October, which is why I can never go.
Each and everything 430 says the gathering. From Highlander. Golf Girl 127 says the gathering looks crazy, lol. Cherry Charik says his equipment smells like SeaWorld.
It does. I need to clean it. It's all.
Memory says you know what I have to do today. Look for a friend's phone in my apartment. Not fun.
Look for a phone?
XX says wonder if they're a Diet Orange Fago, lol.
All the days of
Everything 430 says, can you call it?
all the days of not enough sleep are really catching up to me right at this moment.
Yep, they're gone.
You know what I'm saying? All the days of not enough sleep are really catching up to me right now. M1, what doing?
Cherry Charik says I feel ya. Potty Move says that's cause the drive is boring, lol.
Yep, boring. Very boring drive.
Says WR have been calling their phone. Morley Rick says I don't sleep, I wait. Cherry Charik says we are not as young as we used to be.
I haven't slept very well the last 2 days because of the...
Cake Skyslow says I need 2 phones as one of those is always stuck inside a sofa or some random place.
What the hell?
James says ICP was supposed to play in my town a few years ago. Once all the juggalos started showing up in town, the town canceled the show. Potty Move
Wow.
says so it will make you sleepy.
Yep. I was sleeping before we started. You know what I'm talking about?
H. Master one says, when are we gonna explore abandoned buildings and says stuff relevant. Cherry Charik says that was me in Louisiana finally got sleep last night. War Lyric says, good question, when are we gonna explore abandoned buildings? ERPLGRL67 says, maybe you can sleep good tonight. Sullen Emery says this is the youngest we are ever going to be Prof. Solid.
A couple of weeks from now, we'll do a Urbex.
Beat Speed 77 says still here. Just chillin'. Terminator 4D says now is not the time relevant. Jacake Skyzilla says how often you see a robot truck they're going without a driver.
Robot
Is
truck.
it like every 10th of those of what would you say?
Robot truck.
War Lyric says we know your nubby doesn't make that much noise, why are you trying to pretend?
Wow.
It says we should hunt some ghosts this weekend.
Ghostesses says.
Memory says playing Prof BRB.
Ghostesses says. Ghostesses says.
Jacake Skyzilla says on Tesla truck. I call those robotish stuff. Hunter Demin says ghost. Hunter Demin says boo. War Lyric says it's gonna be pretty hard to beat the SeaWorld stream.
Yeah.
Kendall 1 says, have you ever seen a hairless Bigfoot, you lint licker?
Lint liquor.
XX Kansas Guns XX says he's crashing boys. Hematiker says he hit Urbex hard last year, so now no new spots anywhere close.
Yep.
Hunter Demin says something at the haunted hotel took over Rellik.
And here comes the damn goat, of course.
Peptoply it says for 2030.
dilly.
Robert Mann says Rellik has really improved his stream in a year from sounding like a stuttering chipmunk on helium to a performance of a lifetime in the /Cell at SeaWorld.
Yep.
Core Lyric says he'll never catch him with his pants all down, pants on the front.
Hunter, thank you for the 5 gifted. Let's get some hype, y'all.
Eddie the Bone Sanchez says, would you visit the breakfast place again?
Yes. I have no idea.
494 says I nominate that kid for Stream Sniper of the Year.
Yeah,
Eddie
okay.
Bone Sanchez says I'm glad they made you feel welcomed and comfortable.
Yep.
Robert Mann says sounds like Mike is in the passenger seat.
Is that watermelon? That watermelon.
Is that freaking watermelon?
That
Crazy
ain't
Fix One
watermelon.
says Rellik loves to
Please tell
travel
me that's
along.
watermelon.
That ain't watermelon. That ain't watermelon.
Nasty Matty says Rellik Army how you
Are you there? That's right. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there?
XX Kansas Guns XX says true lunacy. No snipers like to stick around, but he said hi and left quickly. Pep Talk League says okay enough. Murphy Jerk says code 7 we got a sleeping clown headed to H10. Lunacy 494 says is that the Peter Picker whistle or blow. Pierre GRL 67 says we're the middleman.
Wake up!
Hunter DeWitt says good old fat Hannah. Nicholas Houghton says let's hope that's his hands that's clapping. James says good thing you didn't drink a bunch of coffee.
Yep.
Crazy Fix One says why are you fapping so much?
Yep.
Lunacy 494 says now you know the sound everybody was hearing from Relik's hotel room.
What the hell?
Jordan says you need the orange drink.
I need the orange drink. Yes. Is that an armored truck?
Eddie the Bone Sanchez says my girlfriend really did push the car down, and wouldn't you know it, she could be piped from the start.
I need to wake up. I need to wake up. It's time to get the game over. About to shake up. You're about to eat your breakfast, eat your whole plate up. I said you're about to lift that weight, you get the weight up. We about to take it down, they looking for another round. I'm about to spit it, and you know they getting crazy, and we getting gritty. Oh no, they got a baby all in ditty, but watch out. We about to get back to the city, Houston, where they be riding and they shooting. But watch out, they be running and they shooting. I'm Putin, but not Russia. You better rush your order, they gon' bomb Russia. I gotta come trust ya. You see what's going on, put it on the damn dresser. They got a Smith & Wesson, and you see see what's happening right now. I think they might distress her, no stressor. Got no stressor, no stressor. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm a little deranged, little insane. High octane in my brain, and I'm trying to maintain in this runaway train off the tracks. Everybody got my back. Everybody know we coming through, and we getting stacks. We swinging and we swerving through the drastic. It's drastic, and we about to stretch it out just like elastic. Not fake like plastic, not fake like plastic. Got the bomb coming through, and it's about to blast it through the walls. Everybody know we standing right now. They be staring while I'm staring at the stalls. See what's going on? We about to be shopping at the mall. Up in Texas, everybody standing tall. Ate some freaking biscuits for breakfast. Oh no, you better come and get your checklist. I'm about to rip your damn fame off your necklace. See what's going on? I got no damn stress, kid. No stress, kid. And you know they dressing. Turkey with the dressing. Oh no, they about to pop the Smith & Wesson. See what's going on? I need a damn blessing. In the chapel, I think we all confessing. Dump truck in the front, got the light blinking. Everybody see what's going on. Quit saying they sinking down in the quicksand. They don't understand. Leaning sideways like a kickstand. Like a kickstand. Like a kickstand. Like a kickstand. Yeah. They like it when I move and they shake it and they jiggle. I get a sub and it says wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Everybody see we all stuck up in the middle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We all stuck up in the middle. About to play a fiddle. About to eat some vittles. About to eat some vittles while we sitting here in the middle. So let's go. That's another riddle. I bet you didn't understand. That's another riddle. See what's going on? I be spitting all these syllables, and they come and try to make it killable. Okay, I'm awake now. Whew. Had to wake myself up.
Lunacy 494 says silly balls.
Silly balls.
Says damn son.
Damn, son.
XX Kansas
Where'd you get that?
Says new beat. Cherry says dancing the trash out.
Dancing the trash out. Dancing the trash out. Dancing the trash out. This is what I've been missing right here.
Cherry says I am in a dance crew in Galveston. Hunter
Nice.
Says the Mountain Dew. Says do the do.
Is that a flying mattress?
Lunacy 494 says that beat tells you why he never quit his day job.
Yes.
Kansas Guns XX says Mountains View.
Yes.
Nasty Maddie says heck yeah, I'm drinking Diet Mountain Dew for breakfast too.
Hell yeah. How you doing? 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 Get the motor running down the highway. Man, we're getting into Houston. Now we're getting into the traffic. That's how it goes. Getting into the traffic. I know it was.
Says drink until my Dr. Pepper gets here.
Hell yeah. I know it was too good to be true.
Autopilot Karen doesn't yell at chat.
What the hell? What the hell? What the helly?
Hunter DeMin says now you know when you're back home when there's traffic.
Yep.
Casey says oh, no gas reaction to the diner biscuits and gravy.
Nope. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. We shall see. We shall see.
Says back with a GD phone problem.
What the dog do? What the dog do?
24 says, what did you have for breakfast today?
I had biscuits and gravy and sausage and bacon and taters.
Snickers Dad says that's not your bra.
What the dog do? What the dog do? What the dog do?
Sullen Emery says, God damn it, the friend phone issue. ERPLGRL 67 says, breakfast of champions.
What the dog do?
Moosehead 24 says, what is on the agenda for today?
I'm gonna get close to the haunt, shut down the stream. I gotta go take care of some stuff. Then I'm gonna start the stream back up this afternoon, and we're gonna be doing some construction. Everybody's favorite stream, construction stream.
Lunacy 494 says, dog do.
What the
Coming
dog
soon
do?
from Mountain Dew.
What the dog do?
GRL 67 says, my dog wanted to play. Sullen Emery says, there's no dog.
What the dog do?
Cherry Charik says, I'm gonna touch that dog.
What the dog do? Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
Peptoplic says, you can read a tape. Sullen Emery says, I have to find a friend's phone. Snickers Dad says, what's Saturday stream? James says,
I don't know. Saturday stream will be determined by how much we get done today. How about that? Saturday stream will be determined by how much gets done today. It would be nice to run the electrical today too, if possible. It's only some outlets and an outlet near the roof for a light, so it's not a lot of electrical. But
Derek's Casey says, are you streaming it?
yes. So Saturday will be determined by how much gets done today. Now I'm talking about
Lunacy 494 says, so construction at the hunt tomorrow.
no,
Sullen
today,
Emery says,
not
no.
tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream is based on what gets done today. Now I'm talking about
Snickers Dad says, Suhunt construction streams start in January this year. Good thing we didn't buy that boat or the unlimited airline flights.
yep.
ERPLGRL 67 says, fingers crossed you get a lot done today.
The goal is to be done with construction at the haunt by the end of March. That's the goal. We'll see if it happens or not. But that is the goal.
Lunacy 494 says, we know what you're talking about. Construction tomorrow.
Construction today. I just need a little freestyle to wake me up.
Will one clown be enough to reach the goal? Sullen
Maybe.
Emery says, go listen to Prof Gasoline. Peptoplic says, what did they put in your food?
I don't know. Maybe that's what they didn't put in my food. You know what I'm saying? We ate some grass-fed bacon this morning. You know what I'm talking about?
Snickers Dad says, construction today. Construction tomorrow. Construction forever. Relic has a dream. Reverse 4321 says, Relic, don't forget to stop and to get some red meat.
I haven't eaten any red meat today. Thank you very much.
For now, catch you later.
Okay.
GRL 67 says, do you need welding done? If so, March may be questionable. Cherry
Welding done?
says
No.
It's the do.
It's to do.
James says you should have tried the grass-fed pancakes.
Grass-fed
Snickers Dad
pancakes.
says, you know there is a nationwide recall on grass-fed beef right now.
Nope.
Seriously.
Why? Really? I'm gonna get behind you. You gonna slam on your freaking brakes? Why are you slamming on your brakes? There is no one in front of you at all. Wow.
Robert Mann says, Relic, you ever seen a beaver in the splash zone?
Splash zone. I hate people like that.
Snickers Dad says, here comes the yelling.
Oh, is this a HOV lane? What is this? Is this a HOV lane?
Plasma Sponges 672 says, because he's being a jerk. Snickers Dad says a recent recall was issued on December 27, 2025 by the USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service, NIFSIS, for approximately 2,855 pounds of raw grass-fed ground beef due to potential contamination.
How do I get off of this? I didn't mean to get on here. I thought this was a toll road.
Think about that beef recall when I'm eating the roast I got going in the crock pot right now.
How do I get out of here?
494 says maybe that's why you're slowing down. They put that potty mood grass in your food. Robert Mann says this lanes goes back to Flat Tanya.
How do I get out of here? Am I stuck?
Snickers Dad says you take the next exit.
It says entrance, left lane. What does that mean? I want to get out of here.
Break through the poles, LOL. XX Kansas Guns XX says damn you stop.
Is there no way out of here?
ERPLGRL 67 says looks like you're stuck. Snickers Dad says it's payback for Karen's camping in the left lane.
Wow. Whoa, what was that? Aha.
Everything 430 says we're stuck.
Aha. Ain't gonna keep me in there.
Lunacy 494 says my name is Bob. I know H-Town like the back of my hand.
I do. See how I did that? Wow.
Robert
Really?
says wait for the poles to go away. Snickers Dad says when you get the ticket for HOV violation, tell them you had 241 people in the car with you.
Yes.
Douthing says saved.
Don't do it. Why are you doing it? I told you not to do it and you did it anyway. Why did you have to get in this lane with your slow ass?
Robert Mann says Robin is racing.
Why? All trucks should stay in the right lane. They should not be in this lane.
Right over.
Slow ass.
Snickers Dad says back to the yelling. Nothing says cause the other two lanes are blocked. James says y'all went up and done it. Robert Mann says he's watching stream. Each and of everything 430 says now we know how Relic talks on his way to work.
Oh, you don't want to hear me on my way to work and back.
Kendall 1 says raise hell,
Yeah,
raise down.
you definitely don't want to hear me driving back and forth to work.
Who's awake now. LOL.
Yep. That's the last thing you want to watch. My work commute is very frustrating.
Snickers Dad says, can you imagine how much Relic yells 3 hours per day?
Yep.
Douthing says LOL. Peptoplex says I would enjoy it.
Bassett Furnishings.
ERPLGRL 67 says I'd say it's hilarious when you drive to work. Lunacy 494 says we heard you in Austin. We know your work drive.
That's probably why I need a Tesla, so I can just put it on autopilot and I don't get stressed because I just let it deal with the stress of people. You know what I'm saying? Let it switch lanes and do all that stuff while I'm picking my nose.
Moosehead24 says I kissed a squirrel and I liked it.
Whoa, what the hell? What the hell? I keep forgetting it's Friday, so
says until it meets a right on a sidewalk.
A right on the sidewalk? I don't know. I hear the technology is getting better.
IRL 67 says let the Tesla drive and you now. Nick Falk says, why do I think he would get stressed at the Tesla?
It was a lot less.
Says, so let me get this straight for the record. You and Donna ordered a male stripper.
No.
Tubliak says my wife says one in the auto park smashed into the garage door.
Wow. I wouldn't have it on self-drive going through like a parking garage or anything. I'm talking about on like road trips, you know? Or like in this traffic, I could just be chilling.
Terminator 4D says we were shopping and my mom was able to use her phone to get her Tesla to drive up and pick us up. That was pretty cool.
That's nice.
LOL.
That is nice.
Move says no, some moron ordered a mail stripper. Lunacy 4.
Some moron.
Driven through the barrier last night. Ronald Man says LOL.
Oh Lord, I tell you what. I tell you what. I tell you what. I tell you what. There's a Chili's. There's a damn Chili's over there.
Selena Marie says my friend had to use my phone to call their mom to get to work today.
Damn, son.
Move says ops. Did I say that LOL?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh.
Marky Jerk
Yep.
says
Yep. Uh-huh.
XX Kansas Guns XX
Yep.
says
Yep.
wish
Yep.
me had Xbox
Yep. Uh-huh. French fried taters. So much traffic. Where's everybody going? That's what I want to know. Everybody going to lunch right now? Is that what's happening?
Selena Marie says still have to find their phone in my apartment.
Damn. How they lose their damn phone?
Going home early finish.
That truck's about to hit some cars. Vroom. All I want to do is zoom, and a vroom, vroom. Whoa, what are you doing, buddy? What the hell? Come on now, buddy.
Selena Marie says I do not know. Snickers Dad says Utto. Hunter Demin says holy shit. Hunter Demin says that was too close. Ronald Man says by cars he meant us.
That truck was bogarting his way across. He didn't give a damn if anybody was there or not. He did not give a damn if anybody was there or not. Lexus. Candy red Lexus. Oh no, hell no, y'all done up and done it. Y'all done up and done it. Y'all done up and done it. Oh no, hell no, y'all done up and done it.
Snickers Dad says not as close as the shave on those shiny legs.
Oh yeah, Snickers Dad. That's how it goes down.
James says, what's the story on how you found all your mods? I know Donna was a listener from the start. Were the rest of them like that too?
Pretty much. Yep, over time. Over time. I've had the same mods for a very long time. Lunacy's the newest mod. But most of the mods have been here for many years.
James says, do you have a really good team of mods?
Yeah, I have a really good team of mods. They understand.
Lunacy 494 says Donna is the oldest.
They understand.
Hunter Demin says, I just stumbled here and now am stuck, lol.
Yep.
H. Faster one says, but where is 2 Deaf?
Don't know. They understand what
Nicholas Falk says 2 Deaf came from Mod City, I though.
Mod City.
James
Mod
says,
City.
LOL for Hunter.
I want to say 2 Def watched me before Mod City. Because 2 Def watched me back on Facebook. So, 2 Def's been watching for a very long time also. Like a long time.
XX Kansas Guns XX says I knew 2 Def in Mod City.
Yeah.
Nicholas Falk says can't get out of his basement. Right, Hunter Demin's LOL.
Hunter Demons is stuck in the basement. Yeah, the mods have been here a long time. And
Someone Emery says Niku. Melodic Deep Lord says what kind of mods do they have?
And they understand like what it really takes.
Says haha Nicholas Falk.
They understand what it takes. What it takes to truly be banned somebody. It takes a lot to get banned here. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot. Certain things aren't tolerated, and they understand that I can handle a lot of trolls and a lot of smack talking.
Hunter Demin says, yeah, Rellik awesome. The pay is 10/10. It's 00000.
Hell yeah. Great pay, great benefits, great perks. The best of everything. $401k matching, you know, all that good stuff.
Each and of everything 430 says how your mods troll you worse than chat. Joey says the mods are usually the biggest trolls in chat, lol.
Yeah, but that's
Snickers Dad says Donna got a 2 times bonus on January 1st.
So that's what y'all don't understand. Okay.
Says along with Nick Falk, Unsinizo and Hunter
yes.
All great Mod City mods.
You don't understand. So
Kick does 401k matching for its streamers.
Yes.
Hunter Demin says that's why I haven't left yet. Pay too good, so many benefits.
Yes. So y'all don't understand. The mods by trolling me are preparing me.
How do I find a friend's phone?
Are preparing me for the trolls.
Says that's how you earn mod status with Rellik.
The mods trolling me are preparing me for the trolls because
Nicholas Falk says free used merch. I heard LOL.
The trolls that come in can't hold a stick to the mods trolling. So it makes
Dad says mods get free kick t-shirts.
It makes the trolls feel like they're not even putting in any effort, because if they can't go as hard as the mods do, they're just not even worth my time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the trolling is like, doesn't even faze me. Because the mods say way worse. They're like on it 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
Kendall 1 says mods, make sure you have thick skin. And 1961 Lee says good stream last night.
Thank you.
494 says Hunter is fishing.
Thank you, M1.
Hunter Demin says that's why Relic keeps man meat everywhere, just to handle the trolls kept deadly.
What the hell?
One says they only have to wait 1.5 years until Relic ships the mod shirts.
Yep. It's all about the weight.
Man says sounds like a challenge. Selin Emery says who are the trolls?
I'm talking.
Except for down south, he's always careful what he says.
I'm talking about the random trolls that come in.
Kansas Guns XX says mods here are trolls. I aim to be like LOL.
I'm talking about the trolls that come in that aren't a part of our group, that aren't a part of our community, that think they're trolling, and their attempts at trolling are just laughable. You know, like it's just.
Yeah, mod shirt think mine got lost. Think it's.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
Fly from No Box says, "What is you town about?"
What is you talking about?
Speed 77 says, "I am well behaved."
Yes, well behaved.
Fix 1 says mods are not the only one that troll you. Most of us longtime viewers troll the hell out of you.
Yes. I'm talking about the random people who aren't a part of our community.
Robin Grin says, "Good morning, Robin."
Good morning, Robin. That jump into the stream and say something stupid, and we're all like, "That was your attempt to troll? Like that's your best shot? That's the best you got?" And that's why a lot of times I just completely ignore it because the trolls are so stupid. Like there's like zero effort put into it.
Says if we didn't distract you,
you know,
you would get yourself heard on stream more often.
Yes.
Kansas Guns XX says new trolls, weak sauce.
Yeah, zero effort put into it. It's just like, what?
Says sometimes I troll. Normally am an angel. LOL.
Yep. Hunter.
Man says just say it already. He means Jay's chat.
What the hell?
Selin Emery says yes. Those random lulz.
Yeah, the random trolls.
Says LOL.
The random trolls are just, I don't know. Trolls are not.
Says I never troll.
Trolls are not as good as they used to be. They used to be creative and, you know, they really. But nowadays it's just.
Says me troll you.
Never.
XX Kansas Guns XX says we know Jay's chat is better, smarter at. James says you're going to come into a chat and start with saying something like that.
Yep.
Lunacy 494 says 2 def left Relic for Jay's chat.
Wow, that hurts right there now. That's straight to the bone. You know what I'm saying? That cut straight to the bone.
Think how long I've modded for you now, Relic.
Yep.
Maxino62 says Relic I used to give you heck all the time.
Yep. There are certain things you don't put up with, you know, racism and hate speech. But that should be every chat, you know, every community.
Selin Emery says they have James says I think Donna is the most innocent.
And hate speech is zero creativity, you know? Yep.
XX Kansas Guns XX says 2 def left the miners for the big league. LOL.
The big league, yeah. Moving on up in the east side. Got my brand new apartment in the sky.
There's Casey says, wow, subbing is trolling.
Subbing is trolling.
Potty Move says, I've been a mod since you started Twitch. I was the only one for over a year. Then Hunters was made a mod and so on. Maxino62 says, Relic, we do have fun.
Yep, that is true. That is true. Lots of laughs. Lots and lots of laughs.
Selin Emery says, we are all equally different, no matter what. Heptopliac says, surprised he didn't mention anything.
Pepto plug. Always looking for a pecker whistle.
XX Kansas Guns XX says laughs at your expense, LOL. Potty Move says, so I was a Relic mod from 2018 to 2025, LOL. Douthink says Drake and Aiden Ross are being sued over their promotion of State. The federal class action lawsuit, as reviewed by Complex, was filed in Virginia on Wednesday, December 31st, and claims that the website is operating as one of the largest and most profitable illegal online casinos since at least 2022. Hunter Demin says always good fun.
People can sue, that don't mean anything.
Are characterized in the lawsuit as zealous and paid promoters of the platform, with incentives to mask the true nature and extent of their conduct. Peptopia says just here for the Pecker party.
But people can sue all day long. No.
Selena Marie says what? James says a Pecker whistle. Therix Casey says I'm just a crime sucker. Hunter Demin says yeah I most have been in 2019 then potty muffed him. Lunacy 494 says that's what you think, Kansas? You made him money with your reply, so no expense.
There you go.
Therix Casey says is that trolling? Potty Move says he was on at 5.
5. Michelle.
Michelle Griffith 2004 has gifted one freaking.
Thank you for gifting a sub, Michelle. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I got to get everything set back up in the van. I got to make sure I don't forget any cables.
James says LOL.
Got to make sure I don't forget any cables. Delicious pasta. Man, do y'all think I should return that camera?
2004 says you're welcome.
They should take it back, huh?
Now he has to put up with us for another year, haha.
Muchos años. Should I return that camera and get the Action 4?
For 3.5 hours. Peptopia says not yet. Maxino62 says Rellik and Rellik Army has keep me sane all these years. Means Beans 77 says Means Beans Potatoes Tomatoes.
Means Beans Potatoes Tomatoes.
Guns XX says return it and get the one more compatible.
Yeah. Return it and get the Action 4.
Hunter Demin says Twine said he was using the 5 Rellik.
He was using the 5? They say the 5 doesn't work.
One says you should have gotten the 4.
They said the 5 doesn't work with it. What?
Kendall 1 says get the Action 6.
I have the 6.
Robert Man says get the 6 or 7.
I have the
Hunter Demin
6.
says that's what he said.
Huh. I asked him to send me what settings he was using. He hasn't sent me his settings yet. Mine might be something to do with the settings. I don't know.
Says tested somewhere. You hooked up and expect it to be worry-free. Douthing says Betty Boop and Blondie are joining Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh in the public domain.
Nice.
Hunter Demin says hey X down South X. Ronald Man says he said he will get you the strings as soon as you are SVP to his wedding.
What the hell?
494 says I thought he had stuttering also. Or was that someone else?
No, that was
Man says Sedigans.
that was the streamer from New York that had stuttering too. I really want to use that Action camera to stream.
XX Kansas Guns XX says they say Kansas is flat, but I've not a hill in 2 days for.
You know, it looks so much better with an Action camera than phone.
James says sub DS. Peptoplex says I wouldn't doubt if it's the app that has the issues. X down South X says Suka.
It's got something to do with the RMTP link to the phone. Like something to do with that. I'm not sure. Know what I'm talking about?
Ronald Man says the Action camera is more authentic and captures your real voice.
Wow. Wow. Running down the highway.
Probably it says a lot of the time hardware doesn't change too much, but software does.
Yep. Looking for adventure. Looking for adventure.
Selena Marie says, should I call his mom?
Yes, you should. 100%. 100% you should. It's very important. Very importante. Muy importante.
Dowthing says Monster Energy Strawberry Shot reportedly coming soon.
Muy importante.
Topliak says tell her Rellik says hitty. Kendall
Muy
1 says call
importante.
281-330-8004.
8004.
Marie says KK.
Mike Jones. Who? 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 Mike
Selena Marie
Jones.
says muy importante.
Muy
Robert Mann says, Rellik, I
importante.
think we should go fishing tomorrow. After seeing those whales in the splash zone, I think it should inspire you to catch the whales you are always bragging about catching.
Tomorrow's going to be a good day for fishing. Maybe we will go fishing.
X down south
Nice
says
fishing
a good
stream.
word.
A little delirious, but it's okay.
James says who?
Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Who? Mike Jones. Who? Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Wow. 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 So, I'm going to go meet these people at the Home Depot right now. I will do my Home Depot stuff. And I got to run a couple of other errands. And then I'll be back on once I start heading to the haunt to get the stuff put together. I appreciate y'all watching this morning. I hope y'all have a good morning.
X down south X says we shall start calling you MC Delirious.
And I will see y'all this afternoon.
Each and everything 430 says say hi to Cameron.
We'll build some walls and maybe get some dinner. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
X down south X says later fella.
I will see y'all.
IRL 67 says see you later. Airviup says I just got here.
Uh-oh. Well,
Melodic
I'll be
D4
back
says
this afternoon.
Ronald Man says okay love you say it back.
Love y'all.
Memory says BRB calling his mom.
I will be back
D4
this
says,
afternoon.
Dowthink says have fun.
So y'all be careful.
Crazy Fix 1 says later old man.
Later.
Ronald Man says say IT back.
I did say it back.
77 says good morning or afternoon.
In the afternoon, I'll be back.
77 says later.
Y'all keep coming back, yeah. Got me feeling blessed, that's facts. Every night, same time, same place. My digital fam, y'all ain't fake. Who's gonna join me on my digital front porch tonight? Kicking it back while the guitar plays right. Got my people locked in, feeling alright. Who's gonna join me on my digital front porch tonight? Numbers going up, can't stop. Heart so full, it might pop. Real talk. Y'all the reason I stay up. True. This connection we got, can't top. Never. time in every heart. Y'all my people never part. La la la, we ride or die. Oh, until the goodbye. Who's gonna join me on my digital front porch tonight? Kicking it back while the guitar plays right. Got my people logged in, feeling alright. Who's gonna join me on my digital front porch?